before we start, can I just get I need to make sure everyone sign my Podolski. You know, it's her birthday, innit? So.
Podolski's birthday.
Dan, need you to sign this card.
Yeah, man.
It's on Mrs.'s birthday.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, seriously, all the man them signed it.
So you remember in school when the teacher was leaving? You remember that? Yeah, because I'm leaving. So I need to sign it. There you go.
I like the fact the price is still on the back.
Let me see what
Yeah, don't matter, man.
said in there.
Pre the handwriting.
Everyone just write their names.
You just write your name.
Yeah, because that's who we are. That's who
That's
we
what
are,
you do
bro.
in school.
There's no message in there for her.
There is
though.
a message.
There is a message there.
Happy birthday, Marks,
My
man.
full name, innit?
Yeah. Oh my God. She's lucky. Big Danny Simpson. It's not even her birthday, Dan. It's just mad, bro. Go on, Margs. Margs' writing is terrible. I can tell.
All right.
Cheers. Thank you, man. That's very nice of you lot, boys. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Lumos signed it.
Yeah, you must.
Everyone signed it, man.
I know
Lumos.
I'm very lucky and I always
Price
will
gone
be.
up.
Wow, what, you're very lucky, yeah?
I didn't write that. That's the card, man.
Now tell us the price.
£1.29. That's a lot.
You know
of
you got
money.
to take it off the back.
Yeah,
Is it? Why?
She can't see that.
Why can't she? Well, hold on. Why can't she see that?
Colour in the dot.
No, but why though?
She can't see that.
So, hold on. Wait, hold on.
It's not a
That's
business,
bad,
bro.
that's bad etiquette. You got to take it off.
I never take prices off gifts. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm showing you that I paid this amount. But what you lot are doing is you lot are pretending you paying £70 on this.
Nah. No.
Nah, it's just not.
So am I taking it off then?
Because it's not their business.
It's good etiquette. It's good etiquette.
There
Yeah,
you go.
there's no financial element.
Danny, am I taking it off?
I think you gotta take it off, bro. You know, I think so.
Or put a zero at the end.
See, but the problem when you take off now, it's nice smudges everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
Smudges.
True, it's true.
It's the back
The
of the
way that
card.
you're meant to breathe.
No,
If you
it
breathe on,
Smudges.
if you breathe on it, and it'll come.
I'll tell you what, just
You're gonna
Colour
draw.
in the dot, bro. £129, bro. Quickly.
cutting the dot. Okay,
That's
£120.
That's expensive. Look at that now.
Okay.
Look at it now.
Nah, but it's like 1 space 29.
129.
Look
yeah,
at that.
Yeah, it's cold.
Space.
That's an expensive card, bro.
It might even be 1,129. That might be the gap.
That's a Versace card.
Love it, man.
Have you addressed the envelope?
Huh? Oh, hold on. Let me spell Versace. Right? I spell Versace.
Moncler.
VS. VS.
O-N-K.
K
Okay.
L-E-R.
Yeah. Moncler. With a tick.
Short tick, you know. You know what I mean? She's BO'd up sometimes.
Boys, we have a good run of special guests on this show. We have a good run of giving them their condoms. We don't give flowers, we give condoms.
Come on.
Protect yourself.
Protect
That's
yourself
a
at all
filthy
times.
thing. Exactly. Stay safe.
You don't want to get the stingray.
Today, we got a Premier League winner.
Wow.
Trust me.
Wow.
E.
We got a player who played under Roy Keane.
E.
Oh, yeah.
Not many people have played under Roy Keane. We got someone here who is from the illustrious Manchester United Academy. And we got somebody.
When it was good.
Well, it's still good. The Academy is still 10 out of 10.
But carry on.
And we got someone here who played for Royal Antwerp in
Wow.
2006
I saw.
in Belgium.
We're going to talk
saw.
about that.
That's prestigious. That's
I
royal.
don't know if you lot saw his, if you type Danny Simpson on Wikipedia, you see him wearing a Rockaway cardigan. I don't know why he had to tell Wikipedia to edit. I mean, look at the phone now.
You trying to change it? You trying to change it?
I try to change it. I don't know.
Insane. He's got his head to the side.
Don't know how to change it. I've tried.
The funny thing is, it has to be an image that is free to use as well. You can't just put an image up yourself because Wikipedia.
Oh, you can't just like profile pic it and just.
Nah.
So where did they find that pic? Where was that pic from?
Oh, I think it was from I think I was at Newcastle or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very Newcastle hoodie. Rockaway.
Rockaway.
Rockaway. They're wearing that now. That's,
Rockaway.
That's
You
out
look
now.
like 12. Danny, you look young,
Rockaway.
bro.
Is it?
Fat Farm. Food.
Is it like apple bottom jeans?
So
and that?
many.
Yeah, nah, not yet. Luckily, they didn't show the Soon John jeans.
Is that a
boy.
cardigan?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a made in Geordie. What's it? What's Geordie Shaw? Geordie Shaw fit still.
Really sure.
It's definitely from a tune that.
Anyway, welcome to the show, Danny Simpson.
Oh yeah, man.
He's our 4th Premier League winner on the show.
Is it? You counted
I saw him counting for about half hour.
I was thinking, wow, who else is
for
on that?
about half hour.
Nah, just making sure it's not counting for
You know
half an
what?
hour,
You know
bro.
what? You're talking tough today, innit? So let's play You Don't Know Ball Challenge. So Miles, Ferren, name me 3 teams.
No, you got to say that again. Fearon.
Oh, sorry.
Ferren.
So is it
Yeah,
Ferren?
Ferren. It's
Ferren
Ferren.
Torres, you know.
Yeah.
Ferren Torres.
Miles Ferron.
Mm-hmm.
Name me 3 teams Danny Simpson's played for.
Ooh.
A man has already said 2.
Easy.
Huddersfield.
Good. That's one.
Because he was on loan with a player who Lippy, we're going to ask you about as well.
What? Did I fight him? What did I do?
Huddersfield, Newcastle.
Yep.
Don't want to say Leicester, that's a bit obvious.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Go. I like that.
Bonus round.
Go bonus. Go for the
Alright,
bonus.
then,
Go on.
alright.
I like this. You got 4.5 seconds.
Got to push you for an answer. I'm
Bristol.
sorry.
Which one?
City.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah,
You know, boo.
Daniel research.
Nah, no
Congratulations,
research, no
man.
research.
Congratulations, you know, ball.
I would have said Leicester.
Yeah, straight.
I would have said
Just get
Leicester,
out of the way.
Newcastle.
Yeah, just get out of the way.
Didn't it? Just
Yeah,
get out of the
Leicester,
way.
Newcastle.
All right,
United.
sorry, Danny. We're going to focus on your career and all your success in a second. I just need to ask Lippy a question. Lippy,
And
which
I got it
current-
right.
Which current Arsenal player did Danny Simpson play with?
Current.
Yep. He's in the squad now.
He's in the squad now.
The 23.
Smith Rowe.
Correct.
Yeah, congratulations.
Well done. That's good.
Could be the only one that's possible.
Yeah.
Great start, boys.
All right, let's go.
Obviously, Danny is from the Manchester United Academy. Now, you're from an era, titles every year, basically. That academy is producing star after star after star after star. It felt like you would become a Manchester United right back. Your brand was very strong. There weren't that many right backs around. These days, England's got 1,000 right backs. Back then, there weren't that many like elite right backs. Why do you think you didn't properly get that chance at
You
United?
say that there weren't many right backs, but we had a lot in the first team that could play right back. So if you go through it at the time, it was obviously Gary Neville, Wes Brown, John O'Shea,
Oh, yeah.
right? And then back then as well, people forget, it was 5 subs. So now you're seeing it, like 9, 10 subs in that. And like if you're winning 2-3-0, you can put, you couldn't even get on the bench back then. Whereas now, these kids will get on the bench to fill the bench. Not saying that they shouldn't be on the bench, but you get more opportunity in it. Now there's more subs. So, and then even Owen Hargreaves, people forget he was playing right back at times.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's right back at Bayern as well.
Yeah, and then when I'm coming through, he was a good friend of mine now. I'm looking at like Phil Bardsley, who was getting opportunities, and I'm thinking I want to be where you are. So I'm trying to chase him, but he's chasing bare right backs.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I know
It's a race.
the twins keep coming over, waiting for the visa.
Oh,
I think
2 of them,
2 of them who could both play right back. Only Fabio played left, but Fabio could play right as well. So there was a lot going
Yeah,
on.
it's tense.
And as well, listen, I wasn't always a favourite, so I had to always get my head down, work harder than the next guy, because whether they was maybe technically better or whatever, or thought of highly at the time, I had to just maybe do a bit more to try and just get in.
Are you one that was like, I want minutes, find me alone? Or was that someone in the coaching staff being like, you lot might not see it, but this guy's, he should be playing with adults at this stage?
Yeah, nah, it was me. I listen, reserve football then was actually really good. But once you've had one taste, it was a path. Remember, everyone went to Antwerp. That was the path of, if you went from reserves to Antwerp, that means that's the stepping stone for the first team. And I remember there was quite a few lads going, and I actually knocked on Sir Alex's door and said,
Brave man.
I want to go. Yeah, you got to be brave because he's scared.
Oh, there was a few man going and you weren't going?
Yeah, I went in January. I went on the list.
Okay.
And I knocked on the door and I said, I want to go. And I don't think that really happened before, but he just said, really? I said, yeah. And I told him why. I said, as I knew what was happening, I want to be one of them. And then he said, let me have a think. And then the next day, he pulled me in the office. And I think just because of that and my confidence maybe, he said I can go with him.
Who were like Luke Chadwick went Antwerp, Fraser Campbell, Sylvan Ebax Blake. What's it like shifting your lifestyle to
Blake,
go and
yeah.
play?
He was
in-
thought highly of though.
What, Ebax Blake? Yeah,
he's
yeah.
big
Where did he
bad
end up
bear
at?
goals.
Wolves or something?
Wolves, yeah.
Yeah, and then he had bad injury.
And then Luke Chadwick.
Luke Chadwick, he's best looking footballer ever.
But like Belgium is notoriously like, I've never been to Belgium. It's one of the few places I've never been. It's supposedly like the most boring place in Europe.
Yeah, do you know what's mad? That there's a few of us, so we had actually quite a good time. But Antwerp, as a city, now I'm older, is actually beautiful. But when you're 19, it's not.
Yeah, ornaments and that.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, bare.
But now
Was
you
it
look back at it
cathedrals?
older, innit? You think, oh, that'd be a nice place to go visit again. But yeah, there was, like I said, it was, Johnny Evans, Darren Gibson, even Tom Eaton went, Yeah, people forget that. He
Tom
went
Eaton.
and he didn't play.
It's crazy.
So we was like trying to help him because he weren't getting in the team. And obviously it was frustrating for him. But yeah, I said we went over there. You go from playing in front of 500 fans at United in the reserves to like 8, 9, 10,000 fans in Antwerp, and it's a perfect stepping stone for
There's some big games in that season as well.
and trying to get into the first team.
Well, Danny, listen, January's coming up soon, and I think you could get into the Man United team right now as right back. Because, like you said, Johnny Evans is there now. I think you lot should reunite. do a team.
I tell you what,
Say,
though,
Margs going to be your
gotta
agent.
show bare love to Johnny though for what he's done.
You've played with Johnny for 3 different teams, right?
4, you know.
4 different teams.
Wow.
If anyone could talk about how good Johnny Evans
He's
is,
elite, innit?
it's Danny Simpson.
Yeah, you know what? We were roommates, when we were 12.
Is
when
it?
he first came over from Ireland, yeah.
What,
Yeah,
he-
we were roommates.
What was he like?
No, we didn't get on at the time.
From Irish boy.
He weren't a soda shake on
Well,
that,
it
was
was,
he?
it was like, when like the always used to be a crop of Irish players come over, innit, to join us, whether it's holidays or whatever. And at the time, it was always a clash between. It was just how it was, innit? Because we were only young, but yeah, we were roommates. But yeah, listen, I've spent 4 clubs with Johnny. Belgium and Sunderland, won the league. Obviously Leicester, obviously United. So listen, Johnny's sick, man.
No, Johnny's cold
Left
though.
foot, right foot, and you know what? And
Are you surprised that he's still playing at this level now, at this age?
You know what? No, not.
Be honest,
no,
Danny, I
no,
know he's a
no.
You see
freak.
him starting
Nah,
in games
no,
at United, then
because
you're thinking,
he wasn't exactly pacey. He was always clever anyway. He wasn't exactly quick, and he always had 2 good feet, and he could read the game. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he got brought up in a school where you knew what football meant, innit? Do you know what I mean? I'm so only surprised because he didn't play that many games last year. He had injuries at Leicester last year, innit? So to come through the pre-season and get the contract, and now it was Burnley away, wasn't it? When he set
Yeah, he
Bruno
set
up.
up Bruno.
And he even got a Fulham now, getting a clean sheet. Like he deserves some credit for what he's doing.
Fair play to him, man.
He's one of my favourite centre-backs in the league.
Underrated, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
he started in the derby, man. You don't think this
He
is a
played
joke.
well in the derby as well.
He did still.
Yeah.
When Ten Hag said it was for tactics, I didn't know what he was talking about. But after the game, I was like, all right.
It was like when you play Maguire, you play Evans. That's, to me, when Maguire was at his best, was with Evans at Leicester. And to get the
Because
best
they
out of him
know each
now,
other.
Oh, that's not serious. He's got 123k followers on Instagram.
that's not really him.
No, he doesn't really.
That's
use
him.
it.
This is him. Is that him? Not him? That's him.
And that was about 12k, about 4
Bruv,
months
he's not.
ago.
This is what I'm saying, man. Crowd,
Yeah,
go over
he
there,
didn't-
man.
He didn't use
Like
it.
those
Go and
pictures,
check
man.
it for 4 months ago. I bet he didn't really use it.
Leicester thing.
Well, he doesn't use socials.
No, he didn't really.
8 comments on his first picture.
When United sold him,
8 comments on his first picture. I saw all this stuff.
when United first sold him, I
should've
know
left.
Rio was like, that was dumb.
They should've
Why
left.
should they have sold him? Why did they sell him? I remember speaking to him and being like, you're Man United's best centre-back when he was at West Brom.
What, Johnny Evans?
Yeah, and he laughed like,
I was there, I think.
Facts. No, you weren't. I was at West Brom's training ground.
Damn.
Nah. But what are you thinking when they sell him? Because they sell him and Welbeck, which I think both were mistakes.
Massive mistakes, and I think they both proved it. Even was it this year, last year in Welbeck? I think he's come back to Old Trafford twice.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And smashed us up, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it's
did it
rude,
for
man.
Arsenal in the FA Cup, didn't he? And then
Yeah.
he did it for
Chaired one time.
Brighton.
And yeah, but like I said, I don't think he should have left. I think that's again, old managers, they come in, they want the new players, innit? It's always the way. And he went West Brom, and he come to us, and it was still, when I was like, I can't believe he could still, even then, all them years ago, I was like, he should be playing for United. But I didn't think a few years later on it would actually happen. I don't think he would.
What do you think is because obviously Man City were after him, Arsenal were after him. What do you think is like when people were shocked to him coming back to Man United, why do you think people are like, so, I don't know, what's the gap between people's understanding of how good he is and his reputation?
That's probably because he's got a name. He's not got a fancy name sometimes, I swear that, and he's Northern Irish.
Normal trim.
Better normal trim.
Nah, he ain't even got a fade. I ain't even seen him with a fade.
It's true.
Yes,
though.
is he Ireland or Northern Ireland?
He's just a normal lad. He's not. I mean, he's a normal family man. Doesn't really, don't put himself out there in that way.
Once you get connected to United, people start hating on you, man. Because no one ever really rated him like that at United anyway. Then he left, and then when he's at West Brom and Leicester, people are like, oh yeah, you shouldn't have. You told Johnny Evans you could do with Johnny Evans. Oh, actually, Johnny Evans is actually quite good. He's decent. And then it comes back to United, and it's just again or whatever. Like, it's just that United thing. You don't just hate on United, bro.
He's a good player, but it's just his age.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Thiago's 40. You're not saying nothing about that.
Yeah, but it's the clubs that he's come from as well. I feel like if he's come from a PSG or something, man will be chatting crazy about him.
Don't forget, he didn't come in to start. He came in as probably sixth choice.
Came for vibes.
Because Luke.
Dan, come on, look, Danny, look at me. He came for vibes.
No, what I'm saying is United didn't sign him as he done well, and they signed him as backup, innit?
Yeah, for vibes.
Nah, that ain't a vibe, son.
But that's even better though. If you come for vibes, you end up being the guy.
Yeah, no, but that just shows how.
You need people like that in the dressing room. You know what it means. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good. You need them. You know what I mean? Them good lads in the dressing room.
I think, and you're right, I personally think he knew he was playing games this year because he had Prem offers and he took the trial at Man United because I don't think the manager necessarily was like, this is what we need. He saw him in pre-season and went, you know what? He's actually a player. He's actually a lot fitter, a lot stronger than I thought he was. But I don't think Johnny Evans ever doubted he'd play games this year, personally.
Well, off the conversation that you lot had.
I'm a man who studied Johnny Evans' career. I've always been a Johnny Evans guy. I'm glad that now people are starting to give him.
But when I went in at Arsenal a couple of years ago, you went back in my corner though.
He did say it. He said it from early. We should have signed Johnny Evans. He said
Listen,
from
all
early.
this new playing out from the back. Johnny was doing that from day. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Just like spraying it.
We need some experience. Like you're saying, like they know, like he knows what, like how to play football, like what matters. That's like the United way in that kind of era that you grew up in, innit? So obviously from the outside looking in, seeing that the team needed, like how different do you think it is now from the way the club was when you was there to how it is now?
I don't even think it's the United. I think it's football. The players, it's changed. I think when you're coming through and it's like this, I hate talking about it because it sounds like I'm that old guy, but it's changed. Like we used to have jobs, the cleaning the boots, all these little things, that give you. I don't know, made you a strong character. I'll give you a better personality. I think now it's different. It's the amount of detail they get now compared. They don't get jobs. They don't get. Now it's detail. Now it's everything. They get everything in a different way. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm not gonna say the word. Not say bully, but they used to have to do certain things sometimes, like initiations. Yeah. All that's just gone out the window now. Because it's not allowed. Do
you think the players now are better off with all this new tactics and all this new philosophy?
Listen, I'd say, I've been in and around at the moment, and the details and the stuff they get now, they get so much to be the best player they can be. It's mad. Like before, it was you had to, listen. If I had to do it, I was watching Guy Neville, so I was copying him. But now they're getting it on a daily basis, on the laptop, everything.
Do you kind of not envy them, but do you think that I wish my era had that, or like you'd have made me? No,
I don't know because, especially me, the fullback's changed, innit? I'm not able to defend, innit? The way it's all changed now, innit? Like me, I look at Guy Neville, Wes Browns, look at them kind of fullbacks, Gabriel Heinz, you know what I mean? These guys, fullbacks changed now, innit? But now I appreciate now how much the coaches do for the players and how many hours that they spend, and I don't think sometimes players realise that I didn't. I want to ring some of my coaches now and be like, thank you.
Yeah, behind the scenes stuff.
Yes, like hours and hours and hours, and we just come in, eat breakfast, train, go home, innit? So there's mad respect in that way.
Obviously after Antwerp, it's Sunderland. You join like January, and you join under Roy Keane. You got Dwight York in that team. David Connolly's flying, and you basically just run to the league from the second you join. What is it like playing under Roy? Like, I guess it's different playing under Roy Keane losing, but Roy Keane winning. What is that like?
That was great. It was sick. I didn't lose a game for Sunderland actually. I just want to throw that out there.
It wasn't me the reason why they got relegated. You say it weren't me.
No, he's right though. I didn't lose a game. I think I played 14, 15 games, and we just went on a run. But yeah, and obviously with Johnny as well. But right. Listen, he's one of my heroes. You know, when we used to join the first team training and used to get the bibs given out, if he got a bib, he didn't want a bib. He didn't want to be in his team because you're young. Because he's on everyone every day, and in a good way. But when a young lad, you think, nah, I don't need this today. I don't need it. It's
Pressure.
Obviously, he's gonna have to change within reason. But did he stay the same from his character from a player to a manager?
No, I think obviously he won the championship like with probably an okay team, but I think sometimes players couldn't do what he could do.
So that frustrating bit.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
You know what I mean, he's Roy Keane, man. He won everything.
Could you see him like talking to
Well,
some
he
of the
could
players?
join
Like
in.
that?
He's still the best player. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, I can only talk about my experience, and it was winning. When it got promoted, I went back to United. So my experience with him as a manager is only going to be good things.
You did have a little run-in with him, though.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I know you're going with it. I know it.
Don't chat to me like that, Roy.
Well, he punched you up.
After that run of wins,
Yeah.
they got one more win to secure promotion, and it's against Luton.
Yeah.
Danny Simpson doesn't play.
Was it 6-0?
Danny Simpson doesn't play.
Is it? What happened?
I'm there in my suit in all the photos. I should have done a John Terry. I'm upset.
He went out midweek. Roy Keane's like, you're playing well. Don't want to ruin the balance. We got one more win, but I'm Roy Keane. Rules are the rules.
And he dropped you.
What,
Yeah.
midweek fixture? What?
No, it was last game. Listen, we'd won. I don't know if we'd secure promotion or we're actually the champions, but we had one more game left. But we either way.
Everything's wrapped up.
Yes, wrapped up. Whatever.
Oh, what, you had already won?
So we had one game left, Luton away. We're already up.
Didn't need the
I'm
point.
with you, Danny, man.
No, I can't remember if we needed that win. I'm sure we were already champions.
I think you might be champions.
We're already champions.
Yes, you might as well.
I know, but one more. Yeah. So
Might as
I'll
well,
see.
man.
Yeah.
How'd you get
And
caught,
it's
though?
Luton away, and I think they might have got
Bro,
relegated.
have you been Luton? I mean, we've been Luton. Luton's not somewhere to go anyway.
Wait, that's a good question, PK.
Yeah, what did I ask you?
How'd you get caught?
Yeah, how'd you get caught?
Nah, I turned up late.
Oh,
Training.
What? That's a schoolboy.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah, that means you went for it. That means
I
you
was a
absolutely went for it.
Yeah, but I went in, but I genuinely, my alarm didn't. I swear, my alarm didn't go off. I swear. Anyway, got in.
He's still
I
lying
begged
to
him. I
himself.
begged him, you know. I begged him. I said, please, I've done everything I can for you. Like, it's the last game. We've won the title. Like, I've not done anything wrong up until now. And like he said, rules are rules. No, I was like, alright, at least let me be on the bench. He said no. He's having none of it, and
he must have thought Luton were whack.
I get it, but yeah, it hurt because. But
Well,
you know what though?
why?
It taught me a
Why
big
the hell
lesson.
You've won the
It
championship.
taught me a big lesson though,
promoted.
because I said that it's obviously I can't. It's my fault. Rules are rules. I'm no different to any other player, but it was last game of the season. You know you're about to lift the title, and I'm in the stand in my suit, and I had to learn, innit?
Did you even consider it though?
That's what I was saying about John Terry. I didn't even think to full time whistle put my kit on quick.
But there's a part of you that thought, obviously, it's Keno. Like he's always gonna wait. I'm cool. Or did you even consider? Did you even question your mind, or did you just take a little liberties because it was just relationship or what?
Nah, I had to listen. It's Roy Keane, man, and I knew his standards when I played with him. I knew his standards as the manager. I had
You
to.
didn't know when you was popping bottles. Hey,
Yeah. Hey.
you weren't thinking about Roy Keane then. Then you don't check.
I tell you what, it was a good
Yeah,
night.
we get another Cristal. We won the title, man. Don't
It was a
worry.
good night though.
Where was it? At
can't
Manny?
focus.
Night out at Manny?
Nah, I was up in Newcastle, innit?
Newcastle.
Oh, well, that's okay. Hey, not Chris. That's Moet.
Newcastle, man.
Nah, that's no. That's absolute, bro. They drink absolute in there, bro.
Newcastle is a mad city, innit?
We hear stories about Keno being like this tough guy. Obviously, he sounds stubborn. But I watched a video of Jonathan Waters talking like Keane is just a wrestler. All this is just a show. Was he that guy? Was he a bad man?
From me growing up as an academy, see him in the first team. Yeah, he's listen, I don't know what happened with Johnny Walters, but for me, he was a proper captain. scared me. If you want me to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah. Obviously young. I don't know. Johnny might have been older. And obviously when I played for him as a manager, I think I was 20. So I still looked at him like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I was still like a kid looking at my hero. So I can only look at it in that way. And
But was his
he
presence
a leader.
felt? Well, when you was like, obviously when you was in the academy at Man United, could you feel like was his presence felt around the club? And that?
100%. Yeah, like he sometimes he would do something like that's his job for him, but you know what I mean, he's a captain. He will say that's not good enough.
Yeah.
He didn't need the manager or the coaching staff to do it. He did it. You know what I mean? And then it's mad because then when he's doing it, then other players saw that that's what Roy Keane did, so I'm gonna do it.
Be like who? Like Gary Neville. Can you imagine Gary like?
Gary Neville.
Yeah, Keane.
You know
that.
Keane living everything.
Keane said,
Roy said stop. Roy said stop.
Gary Neville, Rio. Do you know what I'm saying?
What, Rio's bum sucking Roy Keane, yeah? Stored that one.
They all
that one.
they all had a voice in it, and they would all lead the dressing room. Like, you didn't sometimes need the coaches. It was the dressing room would lead itself. And then obviously later on we'll talk about that. Leicester was like that.
Is there a player that follows on from Roy Keane anywhere in your career where you're like, oh, they've got a Roy Keane here at another team that you joined?
Who was the Roy Keane at Leicester that season?
In terms of how he was,
Like who was the driving
drink
force?
water.
Like,
Drink water. Has to be.
Wes.
nah, bro, nah, see, we had,
where's
nah, bro, all right.
Yo,
everybody.
That's it.
You know
Captain
who didn't
Margs.
shut up moaning, but in a good way? Casper.
Yeah.
Kasper Schmeichel.
Yes, honestly, when Wes spoke, you listened, but he weren't a shouter. He won't come in ranting and raving. What the going on? But he had the respect of the group in it. So when he did speak, it was like listen to him. Whereas Casper coming kicking off. Do you know what I'm saying? That's fucking shit. Wow. Do you know what I mean? He loves football, and he probably got that from his dad. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why he's a captain. I think he was Leicester captain in the end. And he was a massive voice in that dressing room and big on a lot of stuff.
Do you think winning the championship and getting promoted, I think if you love football, English football especially, you know how much that means. Do you think as a 20-year-old, and even you did it a couple of times, do you think you ever appreciated how massive that is?
Nah.
Going up?
No, I didn't appreciate it at all. At Sunderland, we got promoted. I thought, this is normal, this. Nah, because like when you're watching United the winning. You know what I mean? You train every day. You had to win, even if it was 6v6, 8v8. You had to win. So I just thought winning was normal. So you go to Sunderland, first spell in England, and you win the league. It's like, this is normal, this.
Yeah,
And a trophy, innit? Yeah. This is how it goes. And so you you look back, you think, wow, we got them. That was a massive thing for that club.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. Does that get to your head a little bit? Where, because obviously your next move is you don't stay with Sunderland in the Prem. They're only allowed to take one of the boys. They take Johnny Evans. You go back to Championship with Ipswich. Are you thinking a little bit like
behind that?
What's that? Go on. Yeah,
There's
go
a
on.
reason behind that.
Yeah, go on.
So I've gone back to United, played. Luckily, or thankfully, I got my debut. Got some games, and with training with these guys every day, legends. And then there's an incident where I played Champions League, best night of my life. Roma away, PK scores 1-1.
Who? One second. Who?
Come on.
Gerard PK.
Sorry, I thought I scored.
I think it was fine.
It was this guy.
I thought I scored, sorry.
Yeah, I get Totti's shirt.
Class.
That's framed.
How did you win that?
So, no raffle.
Yeah, must have been.
You had a raffle.
Must have been. How's everyone not going straight for Totti shirt?
They did. No, well, I did. And then he said, sorry, Rooney. So, right? I thought, yeah. I was like,
I would have told him Del Piero. Just another player. Like, what do you mean?
That's like, right, cool. I can't really say anything about that. Do you know what I mean? It's Wazza, innit? And then he goes into the dressing room. I think this shows the man that he is. And then Albert Kickman, innit? Everyone knows Albert the Kickman at United. He comes in, it's Simo, throws me a shirt. So Totti gone back in and got his first half shirt.
Oh, that's class.
And give it their Kickman to give to us.
Oh, that's cold.
I know.
Big up Totti.
So I'm going home with Totti shirt buzzing. 1-1.
Did he give him
played
yours?
against like.
Is there a Simpson shirt in Totti's house?
Nah. I
Say
should
yeah.
have
Say yeah, Simpson, man. Say yeah, man.
Should have sent him one after
Say yeah,
2006.
Just frame.
2016 one. I should have sent it him.
Yeah, you should have said. You inspired me.
And then anyway, next day I'm home watching. Must be a Wednesday because it was watching Champions League. So we must have been Tuesday. Got home. I get a knock on my door. Basically, yeah, one chick. She's turned up pregnant on my doorstep.
What?
That ain't ever happened to me. Bro.
Sounds like.
That's mad.
So she's 5 months pregnant.
We love that,
I'm the
man.
dad.
Congratulations.
Anyways, yeah.
His head's still gone.
You know the one.
He went from Champions League night.
We ain't even talking about football no more.
Man said he went back to St. Alex. Loan me
Bro,
again,
you
man.
switched play. I didn't even see that coming.
To Antwerp.
Antwerp.
To see the ornaments again.
It's good,
bro.
man. Your thing's working.
It went.
That's the main thing. Because some man, it's not working, bro. No scares on that end, bro.
Let's just put your fingers. Why not? Put your finger, Danny. Yeah.
I need to quickly address this. Quick. Yeah, I went from the best night of my life to the worst. Well, obviously the worst.
To the best,
news.
bestest.
Yeah, the best.
Shocking news.
Shocking news. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I had to going through all that process of lawyers and all that stuff. Like, you know what, like some of them do. I want this, I want that. My head's gone in it, and what I should have done was, because he's that kind of man, is gone to see Sir Alex and told him what was going on, because I weren't training right. I'm panicking, don't know who to speak to, don't know who to talk to. Back then it's different, innit? Like now, there's more help in it, like, as in like teammates talk more in it and stuff. And I should have knocked on his door and said, look, this is what's happening. I'm obviously not training right. My head's a mess. And instead of doing that, I've gone in saying, I want to play first team football and I want to leave. And I went to the furthest place you could go, which was Ipswich.
Wow.
Rattled.
You went to the bottom of the pantry.
Don't worry, you'll play ball.
And no one's pulled you aside and gone, we've noticed that things have fallen off a
They
bit.
didn't have
Are they thinking you've got a big head or something? Are they thinking your ego's gone?
No, I think they're just thinking he generally just wants to. Because what you don't realise then as well when you're young, all right, I might have played the first 6 months, like first 3 group stages and a couple of games in there, but when it gets to February,
That's long, yeah.
No,
That
it's
team
crunch
doesn't
time now.
change.
Yeah,
He's not gonna risk a kid, but you don't know that when you're a kid. I know it now when I'm older. When I watch, I think, right, it's quarterfinals, it's knockout stages, it's quarterfinals of a cup. You know what I mean? You're not gonna play a kid. So that's what I'm saying. When people's injuries, you play Owen Hargreaves at right back. Of course you would.
Experience.
Because experience, but you don't know that at the time. I think football's changed now. I think that younger lads, I think they understand it a bit more. But then I didn't get it, and I had this going on, and then I just wanted to get away from Manchester.
Because now, like you say, it's different. You don't have an agent or someone who's just like, look, wherever you are, if Sir Alex Ferguson's there, chances are you're in the right place. Or is it just you a little bit more autonomous, a little bit more like, I'm the guy doing the business on the pitch. I'm going to make this decision.
I was probably pretending that I was okay, and probably saying yes, and I just want to play football. And really, I wanted to get away from Manchester because she lived down the road. Okay, long story short, towards the end anyway, had the results, whatever, weren't my kid.
What would you do? A backflip? You went on Maury. Man went on Maury and found out it wasn't.
It sounds bad, innit? I shouldn't be celebrating like that, but I'm saying it.
Nah, you got to celebrate, man. What do you
But
mean?
nah, like, obviously, I'll be honest with you, bro.
So you went Ipswich for no reason?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, when you go through that, ain't there a part of you that would have preferred it was like?
Yes,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like-
yeah. Your head's already dealt with it.
Because
Yeah.
obviously
You
you'd
don't
be.
know, do you? Like,
Yeah, he was young. He's young,
I
bro.
went Ipswich, got away. I think we nearly got playoffs. Played the Norwich game. I think we finished 7th. I'm thinking I might have another chance of getting promotion. But I didn't realise I'm missing out on probably the best time ever, because that's the year when they went to the Champions League final, and I'd have been around it.
Who's you playing? Who's that final?
It
Was
was
that Chelsea?
innit?
Chelsea. Oh, okay.
And I'd have been around it
Yeah.
just by being in the squad.
Yeah. You'd have been in the stands with your suit again.
Yeah, but that's different, innit?
It's a different suit, different night.
He come back to Manchester with bass box on, one arm on the steering wheel. I love that he's back, boy.
Oh, you would have got a medal.
Nah, but yeah, well, yeah, because Well, technically, yeah. I would have got one because I played 3 games.
Yeah. Oh, but back
Back
then.
then,
you had to
it
be
was.
in
So you've
you
won
had
the
to be in
Champions
squad.
League then?
You had to be in the squad.
Technically.
You had to be in the.
You've won the Champions
well,
League.
if it was now, yeah.
these days.
So he's a Champions League winner.
Well, no, it's not. No.
No, but we're giving him his flowers.
He was playing with Jim Magilton at Ipswich
Yeah,
when that Champions League was going on.
No, he went on loan, innit?
Jimmy Jordan.
He played the 3 games. He played the 3 games that
What's
season.
Jimmy
Is
Jordan's
it
number?
13s? Is it a quarter? Is it a quarter?
Yeah, I think you got to play.
Yeah, so
that out or
technically
something.
he's a Champions League winner, but
Not technically, he's not.
my friend.
He's a contributor to a Champions League winning team.
Contributor.
Yeah, but he was a part of that team.
He's got an actual Premier League. So you don't need to.
No, I'm
dig
just
out.
saying. But Danny, that season in January, you went to Ipswich, right?
Yeah, and February.
Yeah. So, but you know what I mean, Marks. Technically, he was the group stages.
Not technically. If it was today,
If that's today, he gets a Champions League medal. I'm saying.
But it was yesterday.
These days, everyone gets a Champions League medal. Though.
Yeah, you could just
they
turn
give
up.
them to
Yeah.
executives and that. Yeah.
People haven't even played a minute and got one.
So you come back to Man United now after Ipswich. Obviously, Ipswich is what it is. It's minutes. You needed minutes. You've now found out that you're still without a child. So obviously, it's a big moment. Congratulations. 2008, Danny Simpson's doing all right now. He's got minutes.
And what did you go to her like? I told you so.
Nah, it was just a relief, innit? It was a bit of a lesson, really, innit? Like,
That's why we give
on that
condoms out
side
here.
now.
Yeah.
But not even that now. Like when I speak, because I like to like mentor young boys and I want to do some coaching. And when I speak to the young lads, you know, I've got experiences that I can tell them about myself, and I can tell them, you know what I mean? So
weren't there those kind of figures around? So no one went around doing that back in the day. Like
Rio, what was he doing?
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't think you probably heard about it. You might hear about it now.
Right, boys, I have to shoot off. Before I go, please ask him about Ben Arfa. You play with Ben Arfa.
Okay, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Daniel, I love you. I got to go.
Yeah, man.
I've got
Always.
kids.
Yes,
Like
yes,
loads.
yeah.
Yeah? Love, boys.
Blackburn then. Paul Ince. I always wanted Paul Ince to be a good manager, but it always sounded like he was crying when he would talk. You ever notice that? He always had tears in his eyes. He had a major
Jaundice.
yeah, and he always sounded like he was crying.
Yeah, I tell ya.
You know, I probably owe a lot to Paul Ince, you know, because like I said, that was my prem move that I've been wanting to show Sir Alex. I mean, life's back on track, kind of, so to speak. Got quite a few games under him. I was young. Remember Martin Olsen? Is it Martin Olsen? Was it? Being a young
and the brothers.
we were young fullbacks playing an experienced team. And he's obviously come and took over a club that I'd not used before. And you know, it's like when it was like Sir Alex leaving. Like someone new come in. I mean, the old players just didn't. I don't know. I'm young, innit? I'm still trying to learn. And obviously it didn't work out for him. And obviously Allardyce come in. But just to speak on Ince, he's the one that rang Chris Hughton and told him to take me at Newcastle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's class.
Black power.
And I don't think I've ever mentioned that before. But yeah, it was Chris Hughton basically. You know, it's like managers ring each other, don't they? What's he like? I'm not saying Chris Hughton didn't need to ring Sir Alex, but Paul Ince probably had more dealings with me, innit, for 6 months. And he rang him, asked him, and then I went there on the back of what Paul Ince said.
That's class. So what did you want out of Blackburn, or was it just an opportunity to?
When Paul Ince left and Big Sam come in, I should have known I wasn't gonna play. I'm not his player. I would have obviously later on in my career would have been with experience and stuff, but not then. And I spent January at the end of the season just in the stand, and I should have gone back to United. And I wasted, and then that's when it didn't work out, and then I think the twins got there.
Are you worried at that point?
Yeah.
Because you've made a few moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course you are.
Because again, there are a few United academy players who, similar situations, they take career into their own hands. Whether or not we know behind the scenes that's what they've done, or whether Man United have said you go there, whatever. And then you sign a few year deal with Blackburn. It's a great situation to be in for a football player. But as a 21, 22-year-old football player, you're thinking 3 years without playing is the worst situation for you. So you get to that end of that Sam Allardyce season, first Sam Allardyce season, and thinking, oh, I'm kind of cut adrift.
Part of me still thinking I can still play for United. and I'm going back in pre-season, and I'm going to show that I can. And then when you don't get picked for the pre-season tour,
it's tough.
It's curtains, isn't it? It's
curtains. Man go on door.
Yeah, but even under you see man in the number 65. You see man you never seen before. Bear man go on tour.
How does that get to you? How does that information get to you? Is it just
no, I don't really. Well, I'm not really concerned right now, am I? So he's not gonna pull me to the side and say,
"No, that's what I mean.
You're not coming."
Is it like they used to do like high school? They put the team sheet on the
kind
wall,
of.
and you just run to it. Yes, I made it. Or nah, you just walk off.
Did you think you weren't gonna get in? Well, did it cross your mind?
At the time, I thought I was going.
So you packed your bag already, ready to go?
I didn't even, in my head, I didn't even think, I might not be going. I don't know why. I think just because I always thought I was going to stay at United for my life.
Yeah.
All right, Blackburn thing didn't work out. I thought it's because it's Big Sam.
Yeah.
I'm not 6 foot.
Yeah.
So I can come back and play in it. But I didn't. And then I thought, right, well, I had a year left. And I thought, right, I've got to accept the situation, even though it hurt me, because it's United and it's home. But it's time to find somewhere I can call home.
And you're saying before that point, you thought you're United for life?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because you're there from 12, you're like, and then it's youth team, and it's first, and you just think, when you're seeing like the class of 92 and Wes Brown and all that, you just think, I'm going to be one of them. Local
that's what
lad.
It felt like. It was John O'Shea, Johnny Evans, Danny Simpson. That's Danny Welbeck. There's like generations of.
Don't get me wrong. I didn't help the situation. I wasn't an angel. Do you know what I'm saying? I was going out and that.
Being completely honest, then, do you think that maybe made you a little bit less focused on your career, thinking that Man United is a place that we live? Man United is a place that we stay. Man United is a place that rewards academy players. Do you think maybe that took away something from your hunger in that 18 to 21, 22-year-old period?
Yeah, and I said I'm probably going out. Like, no one really telling you not to.
But I'm surely you wasn't the only player that was going out, though. There was other players in and around your age going out with you.
His reputation was Danny Simpson was outside.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you was the influencer then? You was taking them outside?
I was just out.
with your teammates or with like just your brethren?
Nah, because my teammates at the time was the first team, so they ain't going. You know what I mean? They're playing. You know what I mean? They're playing Saturday. To be fair, I had a couple nights. The only ones I ever really went out now and again with was like Anderson. Yeah, Nanny maybe sometimes. The rest of them couldn't really go out. We were young, innit? Wazza couldn't go out. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it was a young group. PK sometimes would come out with us.
Oh yeah, when you keep mentioning PK, he played for United keep forgetting.
Yeah. And he could. And obviously there's like the younger lads below me.
You're leading them astray.
He was gassing them. He was going to them.
Probably wasn't it?
Just come. Let's come.
This is what you're supposed to do.
Nah, you know what it was?
You
it was
run
probably
this city.
like the lads, that weren't in the first team. I was going out with them, my mates. I was going out with them. Lads that weren't in the first team squad. I didn't realise the opportunity I had.
But Rio told us that Fergie knows that.
He knew everything.
So
yeah,
you
mate.
was playing with fire.
I was in the office a few times.
So, but this isn't a trap, right? You were outside a lot, and you think it was a detriment just to your staying at Man United at that time. It had an effect.
It contributed.
Yeah. When you do look at Marcus Rashford being told, "Hey, you got that wrong," going out for your birthday after the loss to Man City and everything else, do you kind of think, okay, too much of a big deal, but at the same time kind of go, hopefully he does slow down with that? Because when you ain't scored all season and you're going out and then you lose the derby, do you,
and you're most paid,
as a player yourself, do you look at it a little bit and
It's
kind of
your
like,
birthday though.
No.
Yeah, I'm with Clinton Morrison, man. If I live life.
If that was him when I was in the first team I was in, don't need the manager ain't saying the players are.
yeah, right,
okay.
But that was that era.
yeah.
Do you think them boys, Patrice, Rio, Wazza and all them wouldn't have said something when
After
the
a
team
derby
ain't
loss.
playing well, but their team was playing well. And then on the flip side, the way it is now, I'm not going to tell him what to do, but probably as a fan, and I understand the fans or whoever it is, meal. Maybe I've made
like a little family setting, a family
well,
gathering.
I don't know the details. You know what I'm saying, but I think I can only talk about when I was growing up, and
I don't think there's a conclusive answer. I just think it's interesting from a player's perspective to say, okay, let's say your best player last year hasn't scored this year. You lose 3-0 to Man City, and then it's in the papers the next day. What does it look like for your change? What does it look like for the senior players? That's all I look at.
Let you tell you now, I've just said I was out. I was out on my birthday.
Regardless of the result.
But do you know what I mean? But I wasn't main man at the club. I was just a young lad. But yeah, I was definitely out on my birthday. So,
but if there's a 17-year-old Marcus Rashford right now, say it's it's just 17-year-old Rashford now, and he's done that or something similar. Would you be, if you had access to
I'd say,
training?
I would. Yeah, because I've been in. I'm lucky that United have been good with me, so I'm in, kind of shadowing and watching the 21s. And they have been now for maybe a month or so.
Class.
But the academy now?
Yeah.
Oh, no, United, they got a great academy. Oh.
No, and I'm in.
Academy's class.
And I'm watching and I'm learning and I'm watching and taking it all in, what they actually do. But so obviously if that was a young lad and I heard something had happened with him, hopefully I'm in a position where he respects me, because I'd made mistakes. I'd say to a young lad, I don't know who would it be now who's coming through. Dan Gore and Mainu and that, but you need to have a relationship with them, and I'm starting to build little relationships with some of them. So as long as I feel comfortable enough where they trust what I'm saying, and it's coming from a good place and a caring place, I'll say it.
But isn't it like a communication thing though? Because pre-game, Ten Hag probably said, yeah, okay, you said to him, Gaffer, it's my birthday coming up, rest of here. He said, yeah, you can go. But now this circumstantial that they lost to Man City, or was it pre-before?
I think it's
does the rules change?
It's when it gets out into the media that it becomes an issue.
Oh, okay.
And as a player, you probably, and I'm not judging him in that way, you probably have to be like, let's think about if this is going to get to the media.
It's hard now, isn't it?
Yeah, when you ain't scored this year.
It looks like you don't care. You need to govern the governs. That's what you need to do. You need to govern the governs.
I'm going to get Newcastle, and we lost heavily. And Chris Hughton had said to us after the game, no one's going out tonight. I find that anyone's going out, you're getting fined. I had 3 mates up for Manchester. I was like, no way.
So what, Bally?
And I went out.
Yes, Danny.
And I tried to stay in, by the way.
I tried to stay in.
I tried, Gaffer.
I'm in my house. I'm in my house. Got my 3 mates up. They drove up from. That's all I'm thinking of. 3 mates have drove up from Manny, but they wanted to go out, innit? I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
You've hyped up Newcastle.
I mean, I look back, they should have been saying we're not going out. Your manager told you not going out. We'll just chill. But the way to go out. I went out. He found out Monday morning. Week's wages.
Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it.
Not worth it. Do you know what I'm saying? All these little things. I'm gonna. I want to pass
as well.
Yeah, I needed that back. Needed that.
Not in Newcastle. That doesn't touch the sides.
Yeah, it's hard in Newcastle. The man name's got to pay you back though.
How long was you in Newcastle for?
4 years.
Could you imagine being in Newcastle for 4 years? That's city.
Concentrate, T. Come on, man, you're better than that.
Is that a good city to live in, like?
Yeah, listen, it was. Listen, everyone says it, innit? It's a great place, man.
Oh, it's amazing, bro.
Geordie Shaw.
Have you been out on a night out, Margs?
Of course I have.
Oh, Newcastle's.
I've done a New Year's in Newcastle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Newcastle.
And New Year's in Newcastle must be mad. You're getting stingrayed. You're getting stingrayed.
No, I was concentrating.
Say that again, no, but we were winning. We're at Newcastle.
Yeah, that first
so
year.
you're allowed out. Hey. Again, it goes back to that. If you're winning, you're all right, innit?
Well, you going out with Shola Amiobi?
Well, did you touch Newcastle with Andy Carroll? Because that was his city.
Why not have Andy? Yeah, he's a Geordie, innit? No, listen, we had again, I keep going, it's mad. We had a good group of lads that wanted to get the club back up, wanted to win.
Oh, that's the relegation.
Was when Narendra was there?
Huh?
The promotion, yeah.
Oh, you signed when he came back up?
I signed when he went down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you lot came straight back up that year.
Come straight back up and we smashed the league.
You lot smashed that. Was Dwight Gale on that? Dwight?
No, it was
Kevin
Nolan,
top
Andy.
goal scorer.
Kevin Nolan with a big head, innit? His head was mad. What did he have a condition?
West Ham assistant manager.
They got relegated twice.
He just got bare goals.
Yeah, but his thing must have been a condition though. That head was
you're thinking of the striker.
I'm thinking
The
about
Bolton striker. What was it?
Kevin
Kevin
Davis,
Davis.
yeah.
You're
He
thinking
had the
Kevin Davis.
condition.
He had the head top, the domio.
He was shark
He had
attack.
the
He was shark attack.
dome.
That must have been a rock star thing then, because obviously Newcastle, everybody in there supports that. Everybody in the city supports the same team. Then obviously you are flying in the championship. You know you're going back up, so the fans must have rated you
Every
highly.
week's a win.
Yeah, look at it now. When you're winning up there, I know what, and you're giving 100%. That's what they love, man.
Yeah.
They love to see it, and that's what we were doing. And I said, even the years I was there, like, people forget we finished 5th one year.
Yeah, under Pardew.
Yeah. 3 points off Champions League.
Kabai and them.
But yeah, Ben
That's a cold
Atam
team.
and
Kabay, Yunus Kabay.
Papi Cisse, Demba Ba and all that.
Yeah,
They're a
Demba
sick
Ba.
team,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Seriously.
You know what I mean? Quarterfinals, Europa League. So
Yeah, you had a good team.
it was a
still.
good 4 years of winning, really, or doing well.
Did you have any interactions with Mike Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't care. He's a legend, and I want him to buy one of these clubs that he's being linked with, because
Who's he been linked with?
he's linked with loads
Luton.
of clubs. Nah, not Luton.
They need help.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said, I
Birmingham
need someone
got
to buy
American
that.
owners. No, he was linked with
He's buying beer at one. He's buying club bars. He ain't buying no club.
there's a
Was it
decent
Derby?
team down
Was it
there.
Derby at the time?
Derby was one. Reading's the one now.
Reading's in the mud right now.
Reading's in the mud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're in the mud. But that's a good team. That's a good infrastructure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if he buys them,
They bring chat
they'll
me
be
as
doing
well.
things. Is it?
Yeah. They want me to go in there on trial though, man. I told them I can't go on trial. I'm too old for that.
But the city did not like Mike Ashley. But was he a good boss?
Like, one-on-one, he was cool. But as a businessman,
Ruthless.
Yeah, man's heard the stories.
I left because we didn't agree on the deal. I wasn't happy. We just finished 5th.
You were playing pretty much every game.
I think I think we got like, I think someone said it the other day, you know, I'm sure I was part of it. They got 4 clean sheets in the Premier League this season in a row at home. And the last time was 2012. Pretty sure that was our team.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a lot of clean sheets with Tim Krul and that. And then, and we finished 5th. And I wasn't on Colaccini, Stephen Taylor, Jose Enrique. All these boys were on good money. Like, obviously I was on good money, but I mean, like, and I thought, I didn't agree with what the terms were. And I said, nah, listen, I think it's better off that I leave.
Is that the end of your contract? Or
Yeah, I left on a free, yeah.
So why do you go QPR?
Yeah, I was just
Why
about,
did you drop? Because have they got the money now?
No, I see. This is mad. This is mad.
Cause they're 5th. They're flying Newcastle. The next
They
season.
weren't that year. No, not the year he left.
Oh, no, the year he left. Okay, cool.
Yeah, nah. So obviously I'm on a free, and then I think something happened with these agents. I don't want to get in trouble, but I think.
You went for footballing reasons. Great coach.
I think the agency fee might have been better at QPR.
Oh right. Okay.
And then when you trust people and that's the only club you think you've got that's interested, you have to go. And it wasn't even that. And I was like, listen, you look at the squad. I thought it's Harry Redknapp, but yeah, I thought I should have stayed in the Premier League.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, everything happens for a reason. Thankfully that I did go there because
everything's working out. Eventually, in your career, it
it's
works
all
out.
mad, innit? It's all kind of like this. And I said, even QPR, like the players, you know, Wright Phillips, Jermaine Genius, Zamora, you know, Richard Dunn, Rob Green, like, all these guys. I'm just gonna learn off these, you know, like serious man. Do you know what I mean? Again, Joey, I had with Newcastle. So
How old was you at this age? Around this time, like 20.
I think I was 26, right?
Okay, so middle of your career now.
So, yeah.
And being 26, being at Manchester United, you had a good spell at Newcastle. It was good. Just made the Champions League, didn't? And now you've gone back to QPR. Are you thinking to yourself like, what am I doing? Like, I should be hiding where I am.
Yeah,
'Cause obviously you're probably looking at your other counterparts. They're up here.
At the time, yeah, I thought I was going to get a Prem move. But then I was also then thinking, right, well, I've done this twice, getting out of the league, championship. I'm going to do it again. And more, again, pressure in it. We had to win. So again, I'm playing with another team that has to win. Had to get back up.
Yeah.
And
You made hard work of it, though.
Oh, did we?
I remember
that was one of the best games.
that player
of my life.
final. Yeah.
Oh,
Because you weren't even expected to win it. Even though your team was good,
No.
you were not favourites in that game.
Nah.
Who scored in that final? It was Zamora. Bobby Zamora scored in the final. Yeah.
You lot had what, Tarap in your team? Who would you say is better, Tarap or Ben Arfa?
Riyadh. No.
Good, isn't it?
Them two are both flair men.
Oh, you pulled that out of the bag.
But Riyadh's the answer though.
It is
Riyadh.
Riyadh, by far.
He's won everything. Yeah.
But Tarap though, yeah, just
Well,
touching
as
on
in
Tarap.
like techie jinkiness, like
Nah. In terms of
Tarap was special.
Ravel as well.
what in the jinky thing? You think he's in their conversation?
Rav.
Yeah.
Rav's in that combo.
In with
Yeah, but Riyad Mahrez.
with Mahrez, Ben Arfa, and things.
Just for ability. Nah, not for achievements, maybe.
No, not achievement. I'm talking about
Ability.
silkiness. Yeah.
Rav was doing mad stuff, mate.
Is it? Yeah.
Rav was.
What on the silky? I'm talking about jinky.
Yeah,
like,
Rav come QPR, you know, that year. He come QPR. And he badded it up for a couple of months and then didn't end up playing in the semis and finals.
I thought that was going to be the thing that unlocked Ravel, was that Harry Redknapp's got him and he's playing.
He was
and
cold, man.
there it is.
I still play with Rav now. We still play now, and he still does mad stuff now.
So what are you saying though? Tarat, Ben Arfa, Ravel. Who's least likely to pass to you, and who's the best?
None of them are passing.
none of them.
Nah, like Atam, I think we had a good relationship. Again, I just work well. I don't know. Adele was in a different kind of position, but I work well with them kind of players because you do your thing, I'll defend. I mean, I'll get the ball, I'll give it you, and I'll back you. You don't always have to come back because I'll deal with 1v1 myself. I'll back myself to do that where I need you up there, or the team does. So them relationship worked well in it, working with Hatem and then obviously then Riyadh. So and the Hatem kind of set me up or helped me then play with Riyadh
Yeah, that makes sense.
Experienced the same kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't answer that question. I think obviously he's achieved everything, man.
Yeah, he's one of the best players of all time. But that puts him in a different conversation to
I
those.
know.
Those guys are unfulfilled genius
But
kind of
between
levels.
the other two,
Yeah.
Tarab.
I think who would I have on my team on the day?
Who you don't want to play against, like, and when you're doing the 5-0s and that and training, you're thinking, this guy's gonna give me a long day.
Adele, yeah, he'd do mad stuff where I don't even think he knew what he was doing. I know. What I'm saying, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Impulse.
Reactive dribbling.
He would want to like take the piece, like take that actually and do it again. Atom was when he was on it, he was a killer.
Okay.
He would beat you and score.
Yeah, he used to go through spells, Ben Arfa, of being like 10 goals in 9 games, but doing it in amazing ways as well.
Yeah, he lashed.
He was
at
lashing it from
roof.
25
Yeah,
yards,
yeah,
but top
yeah.
bin.
He's trying to get a move, that's why.
And the thing, and you know why that is my answer? Because he did it in the Prem.
Yeah,
Adele mainly did it in the Champ.
yeah.
Nothing
facts.
against that, but he did. But Atam smashed up the Prem
He
for a
did,
bit.
yeah. And he went League On. He did well. Like every time his career should have taken, because obviously mad stuff happened, he still managed to.
He just digs it out from somewhere.
I think that 1 year of us at Newcastle, he was unplayable at times.
Yeah, he was like one of the best players.
He was
in the
winning,
league.
winning
There was
games
2
for us on
goals
his
that
own.
season that were unreal.
How about the one when he went through
Yeah,
from his own
yeah,
halfway line and
yeah.
then dinked it at the last minute?
Yeah, mad.
Do you know what game Danny Simpson played in? Arsenal 7, Newcastle 3. Theo Walcott
Oh, when he
hat-trick.
crawled underneath him, man. Yeah.
You know that Chelsea-Tottenham game the other day? I was watching it going, what is this game? The last time I really felt that was Newcastle versus Arsenal.
That was a
7-3.
random game, though.
Because
I remember.
Newcastle were in the game.
Yeah, they were
and
mad
then they
in
lost
the game.
7-3.
Walcott scores a
What
lot
happens
in
in that
games.
game?
We just crumbled, didn't we? We crumbled. And then compared to on another Arsenal Newcastle game was the 4-4.
4-4, yeah. I remember Zakia was when that happened.
Did you know you were at halftime? Did you know it's like we're just gonna have to bully these guys?
Nah,
It was 4-1 up.
not half time 4-0. But we were
4-0
sat.
half time.
We were sat.
I swear there was a time it was like it went 3-0,
Let's just do
3-1.
4-0.
Alright, well, it sounds better. For
He
the
was
camera.
there,
Yeah. You weren't playing.
yeah. He was.
I was watching. Go on.
Yeah,
Go on,
nah,
Danny.
we were sat in a dressing room. It's like it's embarrassing. Like fans had left. Fans were leaving.
Shame on you.
And
Bad
yeah,
fans.
we were just like, I think the manager left us to it, you know.
What? You didn't? No team talk?
No, I think sometimes it's actually a good tactic.
Who is that? Pardew.
Was it a good tactic or did he panic?
I think we were letting him down.
There's nothing to say as
I remember watching that game.
But
Even
I think
at
we had
4-2, I was like,
experienced
whatever,
players
man.
in it. So Joey, Kevin Nolan, I don't know if Alan Smith was still there. I'm not sure if he was.
Who's that light skin straight? Is it Leon Best?
Bestie.
Bestie,
Yeah,
yeah. He scored against us.
Bestie scored. And then we were like,
probably
lads,
scored 3 goals that
it's
season.
a bit of pride now, innit? It's come down to pride. We're like, at least, don't we were saying? Don't lose this half.
Yeah. That's the right mentality.
Yeah. So if it's 0-0, second half, and then gets one, and we just smelt it, you know. We just smelt the fear. It was mad.
Arsenal are see, fear. That word.
When Diaby reacted.
Yeah, and you get the red
thinking,
card. We thought we got you. We knew. The stadium knew, the ones that are still there. Like, we just knew. Obviously, we didn't think it was just in check, man. Obviously, rest his soul. But,
Yeah, bang on.
you know, I didn't think it was going to be, you know, to him in the last minute on his weak foot and that goal.
When I saw it dropping, I knew.
But
When I
like,
saw it
we
dropping,
knew
I
we knew something was coming and coming and coming. Wherever we were gonna draw, and we knew it. And yeah, man, to come back from 4.
That was around the time where Arsenal, physically, we wasn't a good team. We was a good footballing team, but if you like you did, you lot stuck it on us. The physical, the corners, the free kicks, we would crumble. And you lot just as soon as you got when it got to 4-2, I was like, something here is a bit sticky. Then after the red card, you just knew that.
it was over. It was over.
And Joey played for that. He knew what he was doing.
Well, let's do the Joey Barton, right? I don't know if you've seen any of the episodes we've done with a few of players who played around him, with him, against him. People don't like him. People really seem to dislike Joey Barton. I know
I bucked a few people that like him though.
He lost his job a couple of weeks ago.
I rate him for
Like
the
him as
accent,
well.
for the French accent.
I like him.
You liked him,
I've been at 2 calls with him.
Is that QPR in Newcastle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, I got promoted with him twice, and in his own way, listen, you didn't like him if he was on your other team, but you'd have him on your team.
So, what did you play against him?
I never ever played against him.
Would you say it has a bit of that Keane effect then?
He was trying to be keen. He was
Nah, but
trying to be keen.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, he would fight for the team.
Yeah.
Right? And then obviously there'd be times where he'd have a wobble in whatever in training or whatever, but you had to know him. But he's actually a very intelligent man, you know.
He is smart. He's smart.
Very intelligent man.
Which makes me wonder, is he always pressing buttons, or does he just not have the temperament to match his intelligence?
Don't know what I said, but for me, I said he played on the right as well for me for a bit, but I liked him.
Joey Barton on the right.
Used to be on the right.
What, right mid?
He used to
Doing what?
4-4-2.
He used to just whip in for Andy Carroll.
He did have tech, yeah. Oh, wow, for Andy Carroll as well.
Early crossing. What was he crossing it from, like the halfway
Andy
line?
Carroll flicked down to Kevin Nolan.
Yeah, that's how Kevin Nolan
Flick
gets
on,
17 goals in the championship. Yeah.
That was
He
it.
scored a lot of goals that year, man. Nolan was their man.
He's Joey Barton's one who taught me about. Is it called Movember?
Yeah.
What's Movember, where you go to start? I never knew this was a thing. Yeah. One day I just saw him with the little.
Yeah, he did.
And I was sure this man's crazy. I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? But I went crazy. I did some more research. It's like, oh, he's doing it for Movember.
Some Mississippi
I didn't know it was a thing.
Movember, you know.
But yeah, back to I like him.
You like him. You count yourself as one of the people that, yeah.
I'd have him in the trenches with me anyway, put it that way.
Yeah, but I guess if you can't remember playing against him, then that's probably the big decider, isn't it?
Yeah, I said I'd rather have him on my team than...
Yeah. So say like half-time in that Newcastle game, you've got some in that Newcastle team, like some actual
strong characters, yeah.
They're not bullies, but if they see weakness, they're gonna
pounce on it.
Yeah. Are you looking at each other and just like, well, you got a Carroll, you got a Nolan, you got a Barton, and you're thinking, well, these guys ain't gonna let this happen.
Yeah. And you're a young lad thinking, I'm glad I've got these guys in here with me for this, because you get beat 4-0 after 30 odd minutes,
and the gaffer don't come in and talk to you.
It's a lonely place, man.
That happens in football a lot, you know.
No, but honestly, like, nah, but it's not about him. But no, he sometimes you've got to leave. Like Leicester, for example, we used to ask them to leave, and let us deal with it, because they do all the tactics, they do all this. And if we're the ones on the pitch, I think we blame sometimes coaches and managers too much. You're on the pitch, man. You sort it out. And I don't think that happens enough now. He let the men who were on the pitch, probably disgracing the shirt at the time, sort it out. And we did. And at times at Leicester, we had to do the same. When things were bad, get out, and we'll have it out.
We're going to talk about Leicester, man.
So how do you go from QPR to Leicester then? Because you just got promoted through the playoffs. I don't think Harry Redknapp actually expected to go up. I think he was planning a summer in Bournemouth by the beach. But there you are, you're up. But you don't stick around.
Nah, and I seen him. You know the Keane Prince?
Yes, the guy who passed away.
Yeah, I know his dad, Mark, obviously from when I was at QPR, and they had a charity game this summer just gone, and Harry was the manager, and the first thing I said to him was thank you. And he knew why I was saying thank you. I hadn't seen him since. Because I played most of the games that year out. I played in a final, and then in the Prem we signed Rio, and he wanted to play three at the back, and I'm not a wing back really. My type of play was never. I'm a fullback. I'm an old school fullback, and I had 2 years left, and he one day come in and said, "Leicester interested? You can go." Just like out of nowhere.
Did you want to go though to Leicester?
No, I was happy. I was happy at QPR. We just got promoted, play a final. Love the boys. All my boys, innit? Right, Hogs, Anton, everyone. JJ.
Is that thought coming back again? Like, not again. Like another move. I'm not settled.
Yeah.
I want to find somewhere to stay.
Yeah, but luckily they got promoted and they were a good team. But I knew it was going to be harder getting in that team than QPR. And when the manager, because it does happen. But when he first said that to me, I said, "Nah, I'm out of here then." So I'm gone. And it's mad, because about a month later they went back to foot at the back.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you still didn't want to play that.
I don't remember them playing three at the back like that.
You wouldn't have wanted to play in that.
Nah, I'd left
in
it.
Bad.
And so obviously
Vargas.
I ended up at. I got a call that night. Said they've agreed the deal. Go tomorrow, do medical.
Was you happy with the Leicester move?
At the time?
Yeah.
Nah, I was a bit gutted, innit? At the time.
Leicester's a shit place.
Nah.
No, but the season before, you don't want to watch Championship, but Mahrez and Knockhart took the piss out of that. They was cooking.
It was
so
mad,
There must have been something thinking.
It was mad. I'll get you a picture up. I was captain for QPR at the King Power against Leicester at the end of that season. It's mad. He came up on the coach and gave me the captain's armband. Don't know why. Still to this day, don't know why. Because even I was doing the team talk, I'm looking around, I'm like, wow, some big man in there, you know. And I don't know why I was trying to do a team talk, because it's not me. It didn't need to, but I felt like I had to say something.
You got a band, innit?
And there's a picture. I've got a picture of me and Wes Morgan in the tunnel. Like, at this point, didn't really know Wes. Now he's my boy. Ready to go out.
Do you reckon it was a prank?
I don't know what it was.
Wes Morgan's like, look at this.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, I've got the picture. I actually told Wes. I've still got to send it him actually, but and then I ended up there.
Nigel Pearson.
So thank you, Harry.
Yeah, Nigel Pearson was there, innit? Big. He was a big youth, man. Was he a bodybuilder or something? He was massive, bro.
He was massive. He looked like a big PE teacher or something.
Yeah,
he had the trim as well.
Massive.
The PE teacher trim.
So he gets Nigel Pearson. He gets sacked, right?
Yeah.
He was vexed.
Yeah, Nigel Pearson loses his job.
And then comes in Ranieri.
Claudio Ranieri, yeah.
That's why it's changing.
Nigel Pearson goes, he's been a successful Leicester manager. Like, Leicester fans weren't happy about him going at the time. Did you as a club feel like, is this the right thing to do? Are you feeling a bit unsettled? Like,
Because what did he do? Make them go on that crazy run where he kept them up?
Yeah.
Innit? Yeah.
Well, I
Skin of their teeth, by the way.
yeah, it was
Still done it, though.
7 and 9, wasn't it? Last night.
Still done it. It was impressive stuff. I remember that. I thought they were gone.
Yeah, we all they were looking, they was staring at relegation, boy. That was a mad year.
I was still in I was lost in it at Leicester at first. For a good year, because didn't really play.
Like Richie Delat.
Yeah, Richard Delat. I couldn't get in the team.
Is he an op? Because he's followed you around.
He has followed me on there. But luckily I ended up overtaking him. But yeah, for a year. So when Nigel left, I was thinking, I might have, new manager. I've got another chance. Claudio comes in. Said, I don't want you. Yeah.
Again?
Yeah,
you got to go again?
Again,
So
man.
who did he want?
Scratching
Danny, what's going on?
I know, bro. I'm like...
Did he say that to you? Because I wouldn't have understood him.
How
if
did he
said
say,
that.
Danny, I don't want to.
I do not want. I do not want.
That's a vampire.
Danny, I don't know.
You're not for me. Yeah.
He, I was with the kids for a couple of months.
The 21s?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
How are you handling that?
Nah, this time because of what happened with Harry, I said no. I said, nah, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, because you won't get another 3-year deal. Like every time you move in that
It just
situation,
looks bad.
Yeah,
And I liked Leicester at this point. I love the boys.
great place to live.
I said, fuck
Great
this. I
restaurants.
said, I'm gonna get my head down. I think it was Sean Mike Phillips, you know, that spoke to me and said I'd stay, you know, till Jan, because he said if he had him at Chelsea, must have, no? Yeah, but Chelsea must have.
Ooh.
Did he?
Sean Mike Phillips?
No.
Or maybe someone told him.
Yeah.
He was right. He's my new writer from QPR. Right, he must have said he liked it. He must have heard it, innit? Oh yeah, because Jose signed him. But yeah, he heard that anyway. He said to me, just stick it out as a bit of advice. And then so yeah, I did. I just got my head down with the kids for 2 months. Weren't really around the first team. They were leaking goals back to the lat. He wasn't always defensively.
No, more of a wing back. Yeah.
Them ones you're walking past the office like this.
Spring in your step.
Didn't really work with Riyadh. And then it was Arsenal. Was it 5-2?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
5-2.
Yeah.
And that's because Arsenal beat us twice.
King Power, innit?
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
Arsenal beat us twice.
Yeah, they're the only team to beat you
The
that
only team
season.
to beat you twice.
Yeah. Sanchez went ham that game. Was Sanchez?
Pulled me in the office on the Monday and apologised.
Is it?
Were
Fair play
you?
to him.
This is completely honesty. You're training me down to 21s. You're saying, let me stick it out. Are you thinking I'll outlast the manager, or are you thinking the manager's gonna want me? Be honest.
No, I'm thinking I ain't going to give you a reason that justifies your decision by being a dick,
Yeah.
turning
Okay.
up late,
Yeah.
training because then you're going to turn around and go, that's why.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I thought, nah, I
That's
ain't
too
gonna-
easy.
I ain't going to give you that.
It's too
I'm
easy.
not going to let you do
Yeah.
that to me. See what I'm saying? And then he pulled me in the office. And I know what? The odd time I got pulled over to the first team, and it was like I was a kid going to train with the first team again. I swear.
What's up, boys? I'm back.
I'm like a madman. Like, yo, let's have it. Yes, boys, I'm back.
No pressure.
Yeah, I've got one session with you. I might see you in a couple of weeks. And then, he pulled me in and said, I'm sorry. I think you could be in my team. And then next week, I'm playing. The rest is history.
Now I'm a man with pride. Are you just dropping the ego straight away and just being like, yeah, I appreciate that. I'm happy. I'm back. Or are you still a little bit like this?
I'm shitting myself
All right.
because I haven't played for time. And he threw me back in. He dropped Richard a lot. I'm thinking I need to play well.
So you've gone from not being even in the squad.
Listen, I was shitting myself. I don't care what anyone says. But it was my opportunity, wasn't it? I've been waiting for.
come to
And
this
I had
moment.
to take it. So I tried to use, and I weren't fully fit, as in match fit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It does play a part. And I had to try my best to get through that game with the lads.
How was it being in the squad? Because obviously, when the season was happening, we was getting to like January, November, December, January, and everyone's saying, Leicester, they're going to fall off. They're going to fall off. What was your lot's
We
mentality?
were buzzing. Everyone was thinking that.
Was
We
it
were
something that was sparing you
we
on?
were
Like,
using
okay.
it, yeah. Yeah, man. Keep the high line. We'll keep clipping it down the line for bars,
Why
innit?
were teams doing that?
And no one respected it.
That's it. I think a lot of teams didn't respect Leicester because they thought, okay, if we're going to get 3 points, we could get 3 points off Leicester. They're not going to keep it up.
They didn't change their tactics for us.
Yes, no way. They saw you as a small team, respectfully. They saw you as a small team.
And we would then struggle when teams actually were sat in a low block because there was no
Respecting you.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they were coming at us, we were buzzing. We love defending. I remember, I love defending. Wes loved defending. Hoofy loved defending. Kante was Kante doing his magic stuff.
Newcastle had a way to win when you went up. Sunderland had a way to win when you went up. QPR less so. But did you feel like you had that experience of being like, boys, believe it or not, you can just keep winning like this?
Yeah, and I said again, it comes down to all them experiences from United and this and that, and finding a way to win, learning mentality, and being boys, and being a team.
Yeah. Was
Right.
that they were close?
We were close. Yeah. All each team you talk about, we were close teams. Wasn't 3 of them were there and 4 were there.
Or what game was it said, I think we can win this title?
It's mad, right? Because there was 2 weeks for me where 1 week I thought, wow, we're sick. were actually decent with City.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went to Etihad and we played unbelievable. But then a week later, I went to Arsenal and I got a red card in it.
Yeah.
So I've gone from, again, yes, I'm not going to win the league because we didn't want to believe it, to me thinking I've blown the league.
Oh, okay.
And it shouldn't have been the red, by the way, and that was my only red in my career. I'm gutted about. It was Giroud.
That's Welbeck goal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Welbs of all people. Can't believe I'm in a dressing room
Legends.
crying, man. Can't believe it.
If he'd have won the league as well.
He'd come back from injury, innit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Honestly,
we was
so if
yeah,
it
'cause we
weren't-
was going for
So
it.
if it weren't against us, I normally I'm celebrating at home.
Yeah.
But I'm not
It's
gonna lie, it
Wells,
was the
innit?
Old Trafford match what made me know that they're gonna win it. So we're not gonna catch them, bro. That's it. No, when United beat us, remember, 3-1. Yeah, Rashford.
Oh, when did yeah.
When Rashford was a child.
child?
but
Yeah,
got
yeah,
a brace.
yeah.
As a child. So yeah, I went from emotion was like that to that and then Claudio, mad, you know, he says, comes in, we just got beat last minute, and then next weekend was FA Cup when we're out. So you know, if your team is in the FA Cup, you have a free weekend. So, and he went, see you next Monday, have a week off. We all went to Dubai and had a couple drinks. And we come back and he said, I hope you've had a good time, but let's go.
What's his temperament like? Because was he cool with you?
He
Lot?
was calm.
Calm the whole time.
Yeah, a little but quite calm. But that decision was, as a manager, that was a mad decision to do, and he needed it because he wanted us to get away from all
The
the
hype.
noise.
Yeah.
That's dope though. Everybody's all panicking, exciting. You man are chasing them and all that. These men are in Dubai.
Yeah,
Just turning up.
And Arsenal, we had an FA Cup that week. We had a
We should have
game.
went Dubai. Last season, the man them need to go.
We should have went last season. We should have went Dubai.
Is it true all the stories about like Kante and that? That he comes like training
I
with
need to know.
electric scooter.
Oh, mate, listen, that guy.
A line bike.
I love him, man. I love him. He's
Wait, is it
nice.
true though?
Yeah, he's
They
must have a
came in
mini.
that, they had to tell him get a car and that. Stop jogging.
Nah.
Because I knew that can't be real. Man said he's jogging. Man are
nah.
driving past him on the motorway and that. And Golo get in. He's like, no, fitness, bro, fitness.
Oh, if he's one of them man I know that can train the way he train, and I've never sweat. Just smile on his face, he's just running around like a madman. Nah, man, he's sick. He's in my top, probably my top 3. You know.
Did you know anything about him before you even came to?
No,
Before you went to Leicester?
nothing.
Was he special from the off when you saw him? Like, there's
Not
something
even not in training. No, not really.
just a normal
It was
guy.
just once he got into a game, we were like, "Who's this freak?"
Didn't stop
Like,
running.
Wow. Right, not even that. It's just the way he won the ball back.
Mm.
Mad. Like, he not even spoke. He'd win things that, like, when you talk about percentages, and it was like 10% him, 90% someone else.
Yeah.
He'd win it. It was mad. He'd just always win the ball.
When did you clock? When were you like, okay?
He's a weapon.
Because there are always players that have those runs in the Prem where they look like super DMs. Not that he was necessarily a DM in that way, but when did you realise that? Oh, this isn't a fluke. This guy's actually. And did you
thought
boys
we
know it
knew
before
after
the
one
world knew
game.
it?
I knew after, I think it was Stoke. We knew one game in. We were like, wow. We've got a player here, you know.
Going for a snip as well.
You know what I
Going for
mean?
cheap.
We were gutted when he left. Obviously we had Champions League. We were trying to get him to stay, but
He
had
won
the
a
buyout.
Champions League in
But he
the
had the
end.
buyout, didn't he?
Oh yeah, of course he did.
So we
He
couldn't.
went and won the league straight away again
Yeah,
with
again,
Chelsea, innit?
yeah.
And then won the Champions League.
Honestly, mate, nice. He's always happy. He's
As
the
an
nicest man you'd
animal.
ever meet, man.
There were reports last year that he was maybe tired of people saying like, "Oh, he's too nice. He's nice. He's nice. He's nice." But then you read the actual stories about him. Do you remember when he missed his train? Then he went to the mosque in Euston. And he's like, "This is just like a nice guy."
He's just a nice guy, mate. Honestly, there's no. It's just a good person.
Married as well.
On the other end of the spectrum, there's Jamie Vardy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just clipping in goals left, right, and centre.
Snuzz galore.
I really thought we was going to get him, you know. I was
Did you ever
convinced.
try his pre-match drink?
The monsters and that. Monsters need monsters.
Yeah, we tried it.
Space Jam juice.
Yeah, it was
Lot was on
working. It
that
was
too.
working, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was working for you lot, boy.
It was working,
It
man.
was working.
Nah, Vardy's he's a one-off, man. He's a one-off.
When those guys were getting linked with teams, because I know Wenger was close on Vardy and Kante, are you boys like, okay, yeah, we ain't recovering from that?
Yeah, the Vars one. I think I felt was gonna happen. But obviously it was like, nah, man, you can't leave. But obviously when it didn't happen, we're buzzing in it.
Do you think that like inspired a few of the other boys? Because Riyad Mahrez stayed an extra year.
I think with the club, I think with the owner, I think he was quite respectful in terms of, okay, I understand where you want to go, but can you give us a year? So it was a couple of them. So it was Harry was the same, I think. And Harry could have gone before. Riyad, Chile, I think maybe as well.
Yeah.
So I think he was always respectful in that way.
He's had some decent players though, to be fair to you.
100, yeah.
I mean, obviously Drinky left. And it was just, but they recruited quite well at the time, but I think he was quite respectful and just give us one more year and you can go. I think Sir Alex used to do that, no?
Yeah.
Sir Alex
Two of
did
his top
that, didn't
guys,
he?
yeah. Well, the only top guys he'd been let go or would want to go, but yeah.
One of the most luckiest players on your team, we was talking about the other day, is Nathan Dyer.
He's my boy, Nath, you know.
Why is he lucky?
He did not think he was winning the league when he went on loan.
He went there on loan.
He's the best loan in the world. I tweeted that not long ago.
He was a problem that season as well, though.
And he scored some big goals for us, as well. He'd come on, he scored. I remember he got blasted in the head. He scored a header.
You go. Imagine you going back to your club talking about, I got Premier League.
Yeah, I won the Prem.
What you lot been doing, man?
How's your lot season gone, bro?
Yeah, he went back to the Prem, Nathan, what a guy.
Didn't the owner buy everyone a car for winning the title?
BMWs.
Like a crazy car.
I8.
Was it I8s?
Yeah.
He bought everyone an i8.
And I think he even sent, even though Kante had left, he sent it to him at Chelsea.
Is it? But Kante didn't even drive it.
Yeah, Leicester. This Danny. Come on, that's a fluke. No, not respect. It's still that my mind is like, wow, they won the league like Leicester.
Nah, man, you thinking this is a fluke or how long was this gonna last on that? But after a while, like that little setup that they had, like you had to respect it. And for me, like I said, it's probably the Vardy, the scoring, because it's like this is not a fluke, it's not an accident. Like they're set up. This is serious. This guy's lethal. They can score every single game.
Yeah.
You get me? Every single game they can score and they can set up defensively. People saying you can't play with two-man midfields and all that. And it wasn't even like a two-man midfield with Kante in there. Like it was.
Drinkwater had a serious engine as well.
But it didn't seem like a two-man midfield. It didn't seem like they was really lacking anything. They was compact with their setup, and then they just spring out over the top, pace. Mahrez there.
Shinji.
Like it was cold still.
My man, Ozazaki.
Yeah, Okazaki.
Bro, it's just workhorse.
It was like a movie. It's like he just
bro.
played his part. He was like Ozazaki was like, what's those guys in 300?
Spartans.
No, not those guys.
I know who you're talking about.
You're talking about gladiators.
Yeah, the farmers. What's the other guys?
The Flying Dons.
Not
With the
Arcadians.
mask on.
The other guy, they played their part. Yeah, he's talking about the fat guys. Yeah, you know the guys in 300, they played their part.
Guys.
Yeah, but they played their part.
You can't.
No, but they're part of the battle. They're part of the battle.
Yeah, but not Ozazaki.
No, but he played.
Nah, I hear you. But
he
was
jumped
sick.
in, scored a few important goals
Yeah,
for you.
big,
like,
very
He's got
important
mad goals for
and
us
then
there.
jumped back out.
Him, because who was the other striker? The South American.
They had the big
Ochoa.
Ochoa. Yeah.
Yeah, but the real Spartans was Mahrez, Vardy.
Yeah, they're all Spartans, man. Let them land, bro.
Oh yeah, shout out Mike Damari Gray as well. Operation Damari
I
Gray.
like
Shout out Damari Gray.
He's in Saudi now.
Pick him up.
He's done it.
He's done it
pick him
all.
up.
Jamaican core in there, man.
The last 10 games, obviously you saying everybody's coming at you. Yeah, we'll clip it over the top. How was it like everyone's taking you serious now? Now everyone's doing a bank of 4 and you have to break it down. Was it mentally different for you like the last, like, okay, we could win this now? It's focused on Leicester could win the league.
I still don't think that people thought we were going to. Not honestly until...
You done it?
Yeah. I swear.
When United beat us at Old Trafford, then everyone was, even us, we were like, Tottenham are going to win the league, bro.
Yes.
I feel like the Tottenham-Chelsea game is when everyone started to legit believe.
That was the decider because it was all in. Whose house was that, by the way?
Vardy's, it was his house, man. It's mad. Best night of my life.
What?
You've had some good nights as well. Was there a team you enjoyed beating the most in your career?
The team I loved playing against and getting something out of the most was United.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
And you did it as well.
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah.
No one says that. Everyone loves them here, bruv.
No, but I think it's because I supported them. I was there for my kid, do you know what I mean? And it was, all my mates always had bare ticket, everyone's in the car, do you know what I mean? So if I got anything out of that game, I was buzzing.
I think it's weird as well. And United academy players seem to actually love the club. Like, if you go to, no disrespect, Cobham players and go, do you love Chelsea? They're like, I really like Chelsea. Arsenal kids, half of them, yeah.
They're all over the place.
Man United, they seem to breed a generation of players. Like, City kids don't love Man City. Sorry, best academy in the world. They don't love Man City. Man United, they seem to actually come away loving that club.
I think it's because it's a footballing town, though, isn't it? Like,
It's different, yeah.
Nah, surely it's the class of '92 stuff. Like you
No,
said.
because Liverpool's the same as well.
Yeah.
They grew up loving Liverpool over there.
but it's just
Yeah, but
football
it's
for them.
different. It's up north.
Yeah, it's just football. London, there's so many different distractions. So
Like,
many-
you could go to school here. Up there, it's like only football, bro. Like, no, literally, like, up north is straight
It's
football.
either make it as a pro,
Yeah.
or knock on a pro's door and say, I'm having your baby. Those are the ways out.
Literally,
That's the only way out.
it's the only way out,
Bro,
bro.
that's not true.
Nah, it's a family, innit? The staff, man, the family, so how it's built, innit? I go back now, and there's still the same staff there from 20 years ago.
So you said
From
that's a good
20
thing,
years
but
ago.
Ronaldo don't like that. But he's a hater, though, man. What I'm saying, man.
that woman, what's that woman's name? She was the
receptionist.
secretary, the receptionist. How you know more about
Because I
Manchester?
watched the Beckham thing.
Yeah, what's her name?
Yeah, calf.
Kath. Is she about? She's still with us?
Yep.
Yeah, shout out Kath, man. Yeah, she looks like. Bruv, if you think about how many people she's seen,
Think about it. She's
how much people she's seen, Danny? She's seen a lot of legends there, you know. I'm telling you, I can name you 5.
Long time.
name you 5.
She's seen a lot of legends, man.
So we're about 8 years on from your last Champions League appearance, but you're back in the Champions League now. You're back, Leicester. You got a group. The group is favourable. Porto, Copenhagen, Bruges. Now, no disrespect. That's a favourable group for the English champions. But it's got to feel good, like topping it.
Yeah, it was.
The
innit?
Champions League music's playing.
Yeah, but again, he dropped me for that first game. My head was gone.
Who's he brought in for that?
Luis Hernandez.
Oh,
You even put the face as well.
Oh.
Hernandez, you're
Nah,
not
'cause I
really.
deserved it, innit?
Yeah, you've earned that. Yeah.
And it hurt. So it goes. But again, I have to prove you wrong, because he brought him in to obviously come in at fullback.
You have a conversation with him, like what's going on, kind of thing.
I think that's when the things started to unravel that year, because we brought in loads of players. We had such a settled team year before. Saturday, no midweek games. Same team, same subs, not many injuries. Now he's changing the team. He's not speaking to them, not telling them why. Changing, like, the players need speaking to. Tell him, like, you're not playing today because of da-da-da. It's only 30 seconds. I'm cool.
Did you know that Troy Deeney was good at joining?
Yeah, no, I was hoping Troy was going to come.
So you not had a conversation? He told you that, yo, I might be coming over and that.
I'd not spoke to him, but I'd heard through the lads, and I was thinking, yo, that could work well, that. Troy Deeney knocking it, like, big man, older, and Vardy running off him. That's a great combo.
And personality-wise, based on what you did last year, that's the kind of player.
Players that came in just didn't work. I'm not saying nothing against them, but Somani didn't really work. Ahmed Musa didn't work. You know, Hernandez didn't work. Kaputska, remember Kaputska?
They try to get another
Remember him?
Kante, French brother. Is it Mendy? I'm sure it's
Yeah, he ended up playing loads, to be fair, but he had injury problems and it just didn't really work. And then you're changing the team, dropping a team, and Damari Gray was in and that. He didn't like to play on the right, had to play on the left. We had Mark Albrighton. It was just, and then it just. I don't know. It was hard to play Saturday, Saturday. I know Newcastle are doing it now, but we weren't used to it, and it was now you know why these teams have got 2 11s, because it's tough to do.
Do you think he's maybe gone, hey, I didn't necessarily join a team to be involved in 60 games a season, and maybe it was overwhelming for him? Or do you think he was being given players that maybe he was like trying to fit around?
I don't think it was. I just don't think he understood that a 1 minute chat on the pitch can just calm things, like from lads being stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, so Alex did it. He would say to Fletcher, whoever, get ready for a game in
6 weeks. Yeah.
6 weeks?
Nah, but he would.
Yeah.
You see, you're not playing for a bit. This is the team, but I need you against Arsenal in 2 weeks. Get yourself right. Train right now for that game. And sometimes it's just man management, innit? I think the managers that speak who actually speak to the lads and explain things. We're all human, innit? Like, just tell us, innit? It's fine. And the ones that don't and shy away from it, that's when you create problems.
So, but I mean, from the outside, people would have said, you know, the bubbles burst. Leicester were never that good. They were never. But you did. You went far in the Champions League.
Yeah,
beat Sevilla. Nearly beat Atletico.
Nearly,
it's a good Atletico team as well.
Yeah. And that game away should have been 0-0.
Yeah,
It weren't a penalty.
No.
So you come back to the King Power 0-0, you take that, especially with our crowd. But the 1-0 down, it was just too much to get. And they scored first, and it was.
So do you feel the second season for you, or probably the other boys, because you know it's tough Saturday, Wednesday, you thought, okay, let's give it more of a go in the Champions League, and let's just prove that. Let's see how far we could take it here, because evidently when you got halfway through the season, you weren't winning the league again.
I just said that. I think what happened was we got respect in the league, and instead of playing high line, we were like, right, how are we going to play against them? We're champions. So then there was that teams were then deep. How do we break them down? We didn't know. In Champions League, teams didn't know us.
Yeah.
So Leicester, it was back to Leicester again,
Yeah.
the season before.
Yeah.
And we were just same kind of thing. Turn, let's have it. And I think that's how it kind of was working. And back to the league, it was right. We know how to play against them because now we respect them.
Then, you know, the Leicester thing. You got a couple of changes of managers there. I think Craig Shakespeare comes in, Claude Puel, Brendan Rodgers is.
Oh, Brendan.
That's a big change to me
team.
from Ranieri to Rodgers, because Rodgers is probably more of a details guy than Ranieri. Is there any point after you win the league that you feel like, okay, this is fun. This is the right club. This is heading in the right direction?
No, I scored a bit with Puel. We didn't get on.
No, I don't think a lot of people did.
No, he was no.
Was it just my way, the highway kind of manager?
No. Just no. I don't like talking bad on people, but no.
We're feeling his energy.
It just didn't work, man. And I mean, even at Southampton, they did finish 7th FA Cup final, and they didn't. And then the lads, no, it didn't work, did it? And then Brendan come in. Love Brendan. What a guy, man. Yeah, I learned a lot. And then what happened was I shouldn't have, Ricardo come in, and he was on flames.
Good player. That first year.
Yeah, he's on
he was
flames, and
Fire.
my ego took a bit of a dent in it, because I was main man.
Yeah.
I was thinking this guy's better than me. That's how I felt at the time. That's how I felt even. And instead of thinking, right, I'm 32. This is a great club. This, stay around, be a good egg, be a good lad, be inexperienced, help the young lads, play the cup games, play if he's injured.
And he did get injured.
Yeah, I know, and I would have played loads more. And that's my biggest regret, is not trying to stay. Because it literally went downhill from after that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was one bad decision after another.
Obviously, you never played lower than champ, which is pretty good. Huddersfield, you played under Danny Crowley, who was he was a manager who was, him and his brother played Football Manager, and then he climbed up through the leagues. But that was probably the height that he got to. I think he went Portsmouth as well, but that's probably the height he got to. Is it just a culture shock coming from the Champions League, just to go to Huddersfield where there's a manager who was great at Football Manager? Shout out Dan Crowley. I want him to be a Prem manager one day.
I liked him, but it was. I made some bad decisions. I could have stayed in the Prem. No, I went to another team. Yeah, didn't work out. And I got another offer, 3-year deal, another club. Turned that down. One thing, bad decision after bad decision.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's September, no club. And then it's October.
I remember when you done that, actually.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard you turn down one of them deals. I said there's no chance you turn that down.
I did. I turned down a mad deal, man.
Why?
What, in abroad?
Nah, in England, but because there was something else cooking. I should have took the deal, but I should have took the deal, man. It's a 3-year deal, would have took me to 35. I turned it down, and I tell you now, and it happens with other players, and then hindsight's a beautiful thing, innit? And then I ended up at Huddersfield through Fraser Campbell.
Yeah.
It's like, saying, well, we need a right back. Oh, I know one. Kind of how it worked out.
Oh, I got a mate.
Yeah, it's mad.
I got to knock his door.
That's how it works sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
I fell out with my agent, and then there was...
It was probably rightly so.
Yeah, because something happened with Celtic.
Oh no.
That would have been a good deal.
I know, that's the one that was the one, that's why I turned the other one down. Because Celtic was on the cards, it was on the table, spoke to Neil Lennon and everything.
And they was winning.
And it was European football, winning more trophies. It was perfect way to end.
They was winning bare things.
Spoke to Colo Torre, I spoke to Brendan about
lived in London, lived in Manchester, lived in Newcastle. Glasgow's the last one.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some big parties. Turn up central.
Is it a quadruple?
Stripper pole in the yard.
And then I know that fell through, and last right at the end it was all done. That fell through. The other one that I turned down was too late. This time someone else, I couldn't go back to them. And then it was just and then it was Huddersfield. No disrespect, it's a great club. Actually, I actually enjoyed it because I went in and did lost 10 games, not got a point. And then I'm not saying because of me, it wasn't, but we went 7 games then unbeaten. Got them kind of
kept good players in there.
Kept them up. Listen, Chalobah was there on loan.
Smith
Rowe was on loan. Lewis O'Brien was coming through, playing well. Toffolo would just coming down if you come in January. We had some good players. You know what I mean? Fraser's my mate up front. So, and then COVID hit. So I signed a 1 year. COVID come. Obviously, then got a club. COVID. Things that the whole world got changed, not just me in football. Everyone's in it. Then I went to Leicester, keeping fit, and I snapped my hip.
What?
Yeah.
What? How did that even happen?
Snapped my tendon, come off my hip bone.
Ooh. Ribeye steak.
How does that get recovered? A lot of hip thrusts.
Nah, bro.
Surely it's no hip thrust.
No, you gotta build it. Because you gotta build it for other things other than football.
Construction, bro, based on a true story.
I weren't gonna be fit till January, February. So then I was out of contract for 6 months.
Damn. That's when you should have shot your bridges back for that fine money.
I'm telling you.
So
bro,
boys.
telling you. And then it's like getting older. Couldn't watch Leicester. Couldn't watch football. Blah blah blah. Obviously, I'm got no club. Got no rehab. I'm doing rehab myself. Went to St George's Park a few times. Somehow, and I thought I can't give up like this. Can't go out like this. No way.
That's an end for me like this.
And then ended up going to Bristol City through Nigel. Again for the Leicester connection, and that just didn't work out.
Were you just done with it at that point?
I don't know. I didn't feel like I was the same player. I don't know. I was away living in Bristol, away from home. I had problems off the field. It was just a bad mix. It was just a bad time in my life, on and off the pitch.
Would Danny Simpson go to Saudi?
Standard.
He went to Antwerp.
Yeah.
Go get the run.
You played with Alex Scott though at Bristol City. Did you see a player there?
Yeah.
I'm
First
excited.
day.
I like him, man.
First day, I knew straight away. I knew. Everyone knew.
Who's that? I missed that player. Who?
Alex Scott.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's sick. He's sick, man. I love him. I think he's a top player.
Oh, Alex Scott. I'm thinking of Alex Scott.
So now you're doing badges and you're studying what the under-21s are doing at United, which is class.
It's good, man.
Has any of it put you off looking at just because I can imagine it's detailed. I can imagine it's a lot of attention on coaches as well.
Yeah, listen, I'm testing it. I'm trying to see if it's what I do, because when you start playing, you're lost in it.
Of course. Must be mad.
Is it? Yeah. How was that feeling? Like just wake up and it's.
Oh, it's mad. Like, listen, no one even knows this. Yeah, I train at Macclesfield twice a week.
Just to keep yourself ticking over.
Yeah, and just to have some kind of get up, go to a training ground with the lads, train, kick football.
But you're still sharp.
And
they're giving you the runaround.
Nah, I ain't giving. No. They're all watching this because I told them I'm coming on. But nah, I've been going in. Listen, I'm eligible to play if they ever need me. I mean, not like that. Like I'm sort of helping them out as well. Alex Bruce has got the job. Phil Barsley.
No way, Alex
Paul
Bruce is
McGuinness is the
coaching.
coach.
I did not know that.
Steve Bruce's son.
Yeah.
Is Macclesfield the one with the badger with the shrimp?
Robbie Savage is involved. I needed somewhere to go. This was before United to help him with the coaching stuff. Because I got lost. I was lost for 6 months. I was lost, man.
Just imagine that every second of your life from the age of like 9.
Gone. Yeah, no help, man.
Yeah, but it's good that you've said that you've gone over to Macclesfield and you're training 2 days a week.
Just try to help, and I'm just trying to help the boys out. Like they've got some young kids that want to get into league football.
Macclesfield's a good club,
and it's like I said, and you need some kind of routine because I lost my way, man. Yeah, about it all the time, and I get it. It's mad. Listen, it's mad. Like you go from like that. You got your ex-teammates are still training. Your boys, your mates are at work, and you're getting up. You're like, what am I gonna do?
So you feel the coaching right now is filling that void. It's something you really want to go into.
It's
like
listen, I'm going into Carrington every other day.
Yeah,
it feels it's like home, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like people give the right arm to go and watch and be around these 21s and see who's coming through.
What needs to happen though to help that transition? Because you're obviously not the only player.
Something needs to happen. Something, I don't know what it is because I know people might be on there going, yeah, well you get paid this, you get paid that. It ain't even about any of that. And it's not. It's about just your mental health. And I've had issues with it, and I'm not afraid to say it. So, you know what I mean, some days at the time when I didn't want to be here. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because I didn't know what to do with myself. So yeah, I don't know what happened. Whether it's I don't know PFA.
There's a lot. Obviously, there's an ex-pro network who do check in, but it's probably not enough because there needs to be opportunities and there needs to be.
I'm trying to do, and you try to do the TV media stuff, and then certain doors getting closed for X, Y, Z. Whether it's your reputation, stuff, whatever. But ultimately, I'm just a normal kid from a council estate that was quite successful, and I'm trying to stay on the right path because I don't want to be one of those ex-players who's gone too far. And what I help young lads, and they're helping them's helping me. So even like I'm starting a degree soon in psychology.
Sick.
Oh wow!
Yeah, man.
Because
Well done,
need
man.
stuff, man. I want to help these because I've been through everything, but I want some like accreditation to go with it because I want to help them because you can go off track easy, and I did.
Yeah, so we're in a strange era now. Like you say, you're going into media, but then it's almost like not just football media, but media in general is going, right, everyone is going to get time on camera. Their Wikipedia's got to be spotless. We can't see anything because just in case someone's going to complain, and it's like that's closing doors, and it's also just not allowing for the fact that you at 36 have lived an entire life in the spotlight, and now you get to live this second half, not even second half, you're not even halfway through your life. Yeah. You've done your whole life in the spotlight, and it's like the game's basically saying, well, you gave us everything, but
done.
You made mistakes, so football's done.
Yeah,
but it's good that you're doing this coaching thing, man. Keep going, because obviously we had Lescott on here. He's in the under.
He's just left England under 21s. Yeah.
So
we even we've got. I don't know if Jolien mentioned this. We've got a little group, WhatsApp group, and on a Tuesday night, ex-players, we have a game every Tuesday at 7:00. It's for an hour, and one day, one of our back fours was Antonio Valencia, Wes Morgan, Lescott, and me.
Champions League winners.
And then it's like
over 40s.
Ravel plays, Drinkwater plays.
Premier winners, sorry.
I said Phil Bards plays, Brucey plays. Like
you just need to start a YouTube channel, man. I'm telling you,
bro,
you need to start a YouTube.
Yo,
watch
Dale
that.
Stevens, bear, like. But Stephen Island,
Masters League, they need to bring that back.
Yeah.
Masters League was class.
Masters football was
TST.
Oh, you lot are going TST?
Yeah, we're gonna go when I go.
Which with what team? I went TST last
year. We're gonna go
year.
with Stevie's. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I didn't go last year. We're gonna go and try and go.
Go and win it. Basically.
You're gonna butt me at TST. You're gonna think.
PK versus Danny Simpson.
Oh, I'm gonna jinx you up.
Danny, who was one of the hardest wingers you come against?
The hardest.
The hardest, yeah. So, because there could be more than one.
No, it's true.
Yeah. So give me 2 now because he said one. So now you're gonna have to give me 2.
Nah, obviously I think
I love you, Dad.
there's a couple in it. But obviously the 3 standouts really are Hazard,
Yeah.
Bale, and Coutinho.
Wow.
Coutinho hard to play against for you in the flat 4.
Because he was dropping into mad holes and half turns, spinning, jinking, and everything he did was right and everything I did was wrong.
Hazard.
But I tell you what,
Hazard's
though, it was a
crazy.
mad game. One game with Arshavin done me, you know. Okay, I was playing for Blackburn. I was playing at
Is that his
Arsenal.
first game?
And
Where
he
he's
was
done
out
you on the
on
outside,
the line,
and
mate.
straight down the line.
I had to
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
so much from that. Yeah.
His first goal, not his first game. First goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not bring that up.
Yeah, he
man,
he
don't worry
had a
about
lot of
him,
space to run down that line. I've got to say.
Arshavin versus Danny Simpson.
You know, I was wanting to know, like, being part of like such big teams, and obviously like the United with the '92 class '92 team, so like the youth team, and you said that the Champions League's best night of your life. But how does that, like, now you've moved on, looking back, how does stuff like that compare to say like the Leicester thing? Because winning that league, that team, that's special. Like
that's legendary. Yeah, that's legendary.
Oh, and obviously United's legendary anyway. So I'm saying, like, how do you feel about the two? Obviously, it's dope to be part of both of them anyway. You get what I'm saying? But like, which one?
Because you're immortalised in Leicester.
Nah, it's Leicester, innit, bro? Because I think all the stuff that you go through, we all go through, ups and downs, and it brings you to maybe that moment that you thought of. And listen, as a kid, I mean, every kid dreams of it. When you leave United, you don't think that's ever gonna happen. You leave United, you're not. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, to do that just from being a normal kid looking through, we worked hard. To do that with Leicester was a dream, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Would you ever want Leicester to win the league again, or are you happy being the only ones?
You can't say that. No, of course, but like, listen, when they got Champions League twice, innit? Yeah, twice. And even, like, when they won the FA Cup, even
if they do win it again, it's still not gonna be the same.
Nah, because I think now
they've got the pedigree.
I think now, like, look at our team. Then it was what, 20-odd million.
Just lastly, did you ever in training at Manchester United in the 2008 era give yourself a second to look around and just be like, that's Tevez, that's Rooney, that's Ronaldo, that's Hargreaves, that's Ferdinand, that's Vidic,
That's Carrick.
That's Carrick, that's Van der Sar.
That's Alex Ferguson.
It's facts. Did it ever feel like
That's Jason Park.
these are giants? Because in my head, I'm thinking about a training
That's
session with these
Raphael.
guys. They're all 10 foot tall.
That's Wes Brown.
They're all faster. They're
That's
all
Wes
stronger.
Brown's uncle. Come to watch the game.
You pinch yourself, but at the time, I don't think you think it's gonna end. You think, this is me. This is
That's what I'm
madness.
thinking.
You don't think it's gonna. Probably don't appreciate it enough. I appreciate it now I'm older, but at the time, you just turn up to training. Like,
Was he in the changing room with them?
Yeah.
So you're seeing Ryan Giggs' hairy chest every day.
Yeah.
It's like a jumper.
Firm.
Pre-season, going on nights out with them. Christmas do, and you sat there and you're having a beer with Paul Scholes. And you're a kid, you're like, wow, this is mad, this.
Yeah. Must, especially coming from where you come from.
Yeah,
It's around the corner.
just
Yeah.
from Salford, so
Yeah.
for me, it's like
Dreams.
Yeah, dreams. Yeah.
I'm guilty of this, right? With Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't think of him as like a normal human being. Like, and I've read a couple of things about you talking about him over the last few days, and I thought, yeah, he actually is a normal human being. Like, you ran into him in California once, and I'm like, I don't think of him as being someone that could just be like, oh, well on. I see you in a restaurant. We played together 10 years ago. Cool, how you doing?
You've got that.
Is he a real? Is that a real human being, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, like,
I don't know. So I don't believe you.
like, even when he's when he come back to United, and I was doing his work for MUTV, and he'd come on and it'd just be like, yes, honey. It's mad, like, he'd just be like, do you know what I mean? Obviously, but he's gone for his warm up. Didn't get to chat because I was doing my work or whatever. I wish I'd got to speak to him. Like, now I've gone back to the training ground. I'd love to have seen him and sat with him properly. Well, yeah, like he is obviously he is superhuman.
Did he move different? Like, because in my head he like Tom Brady never used to eat anything that was red. Like he was so strict with his diet.
Nah, he's a serious.
I don't eat
geezer.
anything red as well, you know.
Really?
Bad for you.
Strawberries.
Nah, red food that is
Raspberries are not
cancerous.
bad for you, bro.
No, yeah, like Tom Brady's diet was crazy.
Oh wow.
He didn't eat mince.
red.
But yeah, was
That is bad for
Ronaldo
you.
like a level above in terms of just how he carried himself professionally and everything else around that era?
Yeah, I think he come back one summer just an absolute machine. Like don't know what he'd done. But nah, like he had his diet was clean. He had a chef. He had all this stuff. Do you know what I mean? He was he did everything he could, put it that way, to be who he is and who he'd become. I don't think he did much wrong really. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Going back to United, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think like he's that's why he's still at his age doing what he's doing.
Where is he now? Saudi League.
Yeah, where is he now?
So he's living. He's living.
He sure is living.
He
He's
set the
living.
pace for that league as well, though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They all
saying,
followed
still.
him, boy.
Trendsetter.
Well, Danny, that was amazing. I love that. I love that whole conversation. Learning about that Leicester team, cold. Obviously, good luck in what you're doing next phase, whether it's coaching or whether it's consulting or mentoring or
Stick at that.
even
man.
if you're playing again. Really appreciate you coming,
Thank you for
sharing
having me, man.
everything you
Come
shared
on.
with us today.
Proper.
Filthyat5.com. Follow Danny Simpson on socials. Miles is applauding. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, people.
Let's go.